There's no grip, no feel. Pete shouting orders, Sam still checked out. It's a miracle, anything gets it out. Backfire is always broadcast. The circus can't second guess. What they mean gets Star Wars delays. Nobody knows who's steering this craze.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to BSTV. It's with great pleasure that we bring you season 23 of the TCR Challenge Cup, week 5. It's a triple header tonight. We've got a super sprint round here, or 3 rounds rather, at Lime Rock Park. Welcome to the intellectual contributor, Jay Corley. Good evening.
Good evening, Princess Pete. How are we doing today? I hope you're good. Hope you are well.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. This track and V8s was once described by Bill Switzer as flying fighter jets around a teacup, Jay. Which is, it's not that far from the truth, is it? This is a small track, let's face it. And I think, and I've always thought this, suits the TCR down to the ground. I think this is a great combination.
Yeah, you know what, although it has proved quite unpopular with a lot of drivers over the years, I do think this is probably as small as you want to get with TCR. It's the classic layout today of Lime Rock Park, so that means after the first half of the course, you are literally flying around the course, especially the imaginatively named uphill, the imaginatively named downhill, and all the rest of the corners, which have in name-wise no soul at all, but can provide some fantastic challenges and racing, as we're going to see across 3 extremely fast-paced races today.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a 27-degree temperature track. It's April in Lime Rock Park, because that's when the officials are set. There was a chance for rain, but it doesn't look like, the last time I checked, it doesn't look like we're going to get any of the wet stuff. Sadly, because Lime Rock Park and rain would be brilliant.
Oh my God.
that would be stunning. Yeah, for us, yeah, absolutely. There'd be some serious repair bills out there if it was raining. So let's have a quick look at how many we've got. 30 cars around here, Jay. 30.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be great, isn't it? We've got quite a lot of the pro drivers here, which is great. 7 of those. We've got an enormous amount of Pro-Am and Am. So those championships we'll have a look at in a second. Let me have a quick look. Is the sound of the cars on the stream? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's good. Just making sure. So, let's have a look at the championship as it stands. Oh, I should have thought I'd muted myself and I hadn't. Please make it rain, says Yura. I'm guessing Yura's not racing, because you wouldn't wish that upon yourself, would you? So, let's have a look at the championship, Jay. So, let's start with the pro standards. Manuel Saralegi, right up there. 662 points. What's that? 58 ahead of a current reigning champion, Pete Newman, and your boy Jaden in third, Jay. So it's hot at the top. Even Jamie Wilson's in with a very good shout at this one. He's 100 and, no, he's not. He's 96 points behind, which is not a lot, is it?
No, not at all. And with our super sprint races that we now have in, all it takes is one race, and that's potentially the points for the last two races completely ruined for you, especially on a track like this. Expect some of the top drivers to maybe play a little bit safe for race one, and maybe move up the aggressive slider a little bit as the evening goes on. But yeah, Jaden and Jamie both getting promoted from Pro-Am last season, definitely surpassing all of our expectations and probably their own, to be honest, and get themselves into third and fourth. Jamie Wilson's teammate in Team Chimera, Simon Trendle as well, not too far lagging behind either.
No, not at all. Well, we've got some good times on the board already from Pete, Renee, and Manuel. So I think that this Pro one is going to go to the wire. Cal Hardy, oddly, fourth fastest in practice at the moment. So let's talk about Pro-Am. Good segue there. Did you see what I did?
Fantastic.
It was amazing. I'm so proud. This one's decided to stick together as well. So Tony Walker leading this one for BSTV Esports, flying that BSTV flag right at the top there. Very proud of him. Jura Larkinen in second, only 20 points ahead of Dietmar though. So those top three very tight together, and you could say it's tight all the way down, I think, to Carl Hardy in seventh. But he had a bit of a rough ride in one of his races, didn't he? Was it last week? It might have been last week actually. I can't remember now. It was Daytona, wasn't it?
Daytona, I think, was quite rough for a lot of people, especially those who ended up putting a foot wrong quite early.
Yeah.
But through the years and seasons, this has always been one of the championships to watch. Although Tony and Jura kind of have a little bit of a leap on everybody else, as we've seen plenty of other times before, it only takes 1 week before a table gets turned on its head.
Absolutely. Jura Larkinen is here, by the way. He's got the 8th fastest time and he's busy chatting away on the track. But he still wants it to rain, so I don't know what's going on with him. Stuart Gibbons has put in a monstrous time in practice. I hope he can replicate it in...
Wow.
I know, have you seen it? It's
Yeah.
really good. Hopefully he can replicate it in the race. He's currently second at 11 points, sorry, behind David Ayres. Now, David Ayres had a bit of a rough race a couple of races back, but it's not affected his championship at the minute. Chris Dixon holding strong in third there. Mika Santa Helena, the first of your drivers in this one, Jay. And then Stefan Klauk in fifth. Again, only 50 points separate the top five. Ollie Payne not far from it either. So plenty to go for. Fee's not with us today because her VR isn't playing ball. Oh no, she's in the session. Or she might not be in the session. She's not put a time in, so it doesn't look like Fee's going to be part of this one. But again, really healthy structure to the top of this table to keep everybody interested for a very long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And last season, we as those avid viewers of ours watched over the last couple of races last season, the AM TCR standings, they really hot up at times. And although it's quite a cool temperature at Lime Rock at the moment, once we get into the mixing pot of AMs, it might start to heat up any race from now.
Yeah. Totally agree with that. I mean, this one can be very volatile. You get people having like one fantastic race week on a track they really like, and they boost straight up the standings near to the top. Very good.
Absolutely.
Right, team standings. Team Chimera, two-man team, still leading the way. Not by very much at all. 64 points is their lead over a three-man team. Result Clothing. Carl, like I said, had one race. Don't know which one it is now. It's not in my head. Where he had a bit of a rough ride. And I don't think Roger can do all the races because he's got like family, priorities, Roger. And then BSTV in third there. That's probably one of the strongest showings they've had in a good number of seasons, to be honest. with Hydra Race in 4th, and Blade Designs really going strong in 5th. When you can keep yourself ahead of Cutting Corny, you're doing well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the benchmark. If anyone is above them, you know that they're putting in really good, consistent performances. Once again, Team Chimera, Result X Pure Sims last season, as long as you have but two teammates who are putting in consistent results, then who needs a third, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We've proven many times that it's a two-man team sometimes that does the numbers. Right, let's have a look at driver of the meeting. This one's so it's kind of level, I would say. One vote for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers. So
It's almost as if we've rigged it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost as if we equally see everybody's good and bad points. We just like to share the points around. That sounds a bit better, doesn't it?
we have had some real standout races though along the way, so it's not without surprise that it's like this. And then so we won't talk too much about that. So Alan's Safe Driver Award needs talking about though, because ignore Mr. McKenzie at the top. He's not done enough races to qualify on this one, but look who's risen to the top again. Jeff Saunders.
Of course, of course. But
I
it's
might as well
fantastic though.
Yeah, I might as well just print the certificate now. I mean, and then I can't believe my eyes. Third place, second with qualifying races, as it were. Wobbly, what? Eh?
I know, but if you think about it, those who are newer to the league, instant points do cost you points in total. So Jeff and Wobbly just playing the rules to their advantage, and Jeff's done it for seasons and seasons now, where he's got even higher in the standings than those who are fighting a bit ferociously in front of him. And sometimes, especially in a league like this, all you need is clean driving and good, consistent results. And Jeff does that perfectly.
Yeah. He absolutely does. The first two drivers that have done all the corners available are Deck Crowther and Tony Walker. Tony Walker being at the top of Pro-Am. It just shows you that if you stay safe, you can still get to the top of each of these particular categories. Safety in official racing is highly important. You've got to finish the race. And if you're not getting bumped all over, taking yourself off track, cutting corners, damaging your car, it can do. Safety is linked to speed, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, if you keep things safe and you keep things clean, then no pun intended, but at the end of the season, you could be cleaning up.
Yeah. Oh dear. I hope you got some good puns when you do a track intro for us. I've seen you.
I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I don't think I'm even gonna have enough bloody time to get a track intro done.
What is it?
That'd be-
57? No, what is it? What's
It's less than that.
52? Crikey.
52. This is probably the second shortest track I would say is suitable for TCR. Not Kill being the other.
Yeah, true. Knockhill's great. Knockhill's a fantastic track. So Alan says, so good evening to Sir Alan. Good evening to whoever collector is. That's a joke, by the way, because I've already read his message. So Alan says, I enjoy the rain in my MX-5. Isn't that like, it's not got a top on it, has it?
Sometimes you just need to feel the pitter-patter of the raindrops upon your face.
Well, yeah. Hope he's put his visor down. Right, so I saw your track guide warning around particularly turn 1 and the last turn. They're the two lethal ones. I'm not going to take your thunder away. I think what you've written in there is absolutely perfect. It couldn't have been worded any better for Lime Rock. It is a simple track, isn't it? It takes you no time at all to learn it. But to go around it faster than some of these people, like Pete Newman there, look at him, 52.81. 52.81, what? Oh,
yeah,
dear.
it's actually insane. Someone from Meeple there as well, actually.
Dan? Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, so you're going to get a lot of people who are pushing the boundaries, and as we'll see when we take a lap round, the likes of, I think it's, what's the bloody, what are called? Uphill. Uphill's going to be the one that's going to really test a lot of people's limits.
I used to love racing this track in skippies because you'd go up
Oh.
that up, you go up the uphill, and of course in the skippy you're still turning like that car was just there. Who are we on board with there or watching? Thomas Dandridge. You're still turning at the top of the hill, so your car goes airborne, but not all of it goes airborne. So there's still like tyres touching in the ground with traction, and others aren't. So you start rotating the car in midair, and you're like, oh, this is all going to end terribly now.
I think it is when I did a season here in. So they actually, I think they do actual IMSA races here.
Yeah, they
Which
do.
sounds
yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
It's
Sound,
insane.
wow, we actually just see Andrew Littler there about to do a backflip off that crest. But I think I was in a Ferrari fixed and literally left the floor and landed on the grass. This was back when the grass was pretty much Swan Lake.
Yeah.
And it was absolute pandemonium, the pileup that happened after that.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? I want to see if we can jump on the back of. Nope. Just a minute. It's here somewhere. It's one of these things down the bottom here, isn't it? That one. I want to see what Jamie's car does. I mean, it's the house brick. It's the Audi. So it might not even come off the ground at all because it probably weighs the same as a Sherman tank. But let's see what it does when it goes up this hill, because it is a wild roller coaster, and it feels to me, because I'm not very good at this simulator, that it's different every time. A little
You
bit
hear
of
it in the
airborne.
engine.
Yeah.
You literally hear it in that engine.
Yeah. So it feels to me like it's different every time you crest that hill. And I think it's a complete death trap. It's the funniest thing on iRacing by far.
I mean, you're not really too far wrong from it, to be honest. I don't think in any of my practice laps that I did on Monday that I actually, like you say, took the same line. I don't think it's even possible. It's a case of you've just got to hope that you get it right, and if you don't, just prepare for the consequences.
Right. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You just got to pray. Get your Bible out and pray. We've got the inset camera for Jamie Wilson there. I'm going to leave that on for a while. You can't hear him swearing, so it's fine. And everybody's going out for qualifying. This is going to be a bit busy. Some things to be reminded of, whether you're a racer or a viewer. Where did everybody go? Oh, there. Let's have a look at one of these cars piling out here. Jaden Scotton's out now as well. Look at all these coming out. Some things to be aware of. 3 races tonight. All of them at 20 minutes. All of them have 30% fuel for each of these cars. There is no requirement for a pit stop, obviously. You are...
Good.
Yeah. There is no time between race 1 and race 2. The iRacing heat setup does not allow you to have any kind of warm-up session, but we will between the second and final races tonight. The starting grid of the second race is the finishing order of the first race, and the starting order of the third and final race tonight is the reverse 15 positions of the second race. So just try and keep that in your heads, folks, and we'll talk about other things later. We're going to pick a car that is likely to be quite quick for your track map. Do let me know when you're ready to talk, and we'll get on board with Renee.
I mean, we can do it now if you want, because we'll blink and the lap's over. But just having a look at the course at the moment, and yeah, have you ever seen a traffic jam during qualifying?
Not yet, but we're going to see one in a minute as Renee comes up over this hill. Yeah, you can hear it leap. Yeah, it's cool. I'll hand it over to you now.
Yes, sure thing. Yep. Welcome to Line Up Pack. Short, fast, and over before you've had time to relax. Blink and you've missed a corner. With that, let's go. A short sprint past the start line and straight onto the brakes just before the 2 board for turns 1 and 2, big bend. Yes, it's basically 2 corners pretending to be 1. Brake hard, turn in for turn 1 and let the car drift out wide so you can hook it back in for turn 2. Get greedy here and you'll understeer straight into sadness. Now onto turn 3, left-hander, subtle lane, subtle corner. Wide entry, smooth rotation and hug the exit on on the left for build speed for turn 4. Right-hander. At this point, they've clearly given up naming corners, but don't let that fool you. It rewards patience with a tidy exit. Now up, no name straight. They really aren't really concentrating on this one, are they? Turn 5, uphill. Commits. Keep it straight and let the car breathe over the crest. The short blast leads you onto turn 6, west bend, which is actually a great corner despite the name. Carry speed in, let the car flow, and enjoy the downhill run. Speaking of which, yes, turn 7 is literally called downhill. Slight lift, keep it tidy, and whatever you do, stay off the grass. It ends careers and lap times equally fast. Straighten the wheel and sprint it home down the gloriously well-named epic Sam Posey straight, a miracle of creativity at the end of a circuit that says exactly what it does on the tin.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh dear. I'd turn up every week just to hear those, you know, it's good. Oh dear. That is a really nice paint job on the Honda behind him. One of your cars. Who is that? Who's the Honda?
That is Mr. Santa Helena.
Is it? Where is it? Why can I never find
16th at the moment, 17th.
17. There we go. Look at that for a paint job, guys. That's a bit far away. Where's the close camera? There it is. Right, this is a nice paint job. I love that colour, the shade of that. Brilliant. Nice.
Yeah, it costs quite a bit to get the metal particles on there, but after I get rid of my loan shark, get away with it.
Yeah. Is that Jamie behind him as well? It is, isn't it?
It is, and Jamie's had a bit of a slipstream through that whole lap, which unfortunately there's not a lot of space for you to move out of somebody else's way here. So you're going to see a lot of people sacrificing or giving up on laps just to give the person in front of them an extra 2 seconds of space.
Whoop, getting pushed around now.
Yeah, there's not a lot Santa Helena can do here. He's currently lying in 21st position. Obviously wants to climb up the standings, but if they're in the middle of a lap where they feel that they're going to end up being a little bit quicker, that's going to prove frustrating for the likes of Jamie and co, not just for this battle here, but other places on the track as well.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of traffic around at the moment, as you no doubt expect. I mean, it's basically nose to tail cars all the way around the track. But you're right, Mika Santa Helena, he has no options. He's on his own race as well. He's got to put a time in, and if you're sat behind someone like Renee, you're going to take advantage of that, right?
Absolutely.
Why would you not? You know, you're a Larkinen up to 4th. See, he doesn't need rain. Don't know what he was on about.
13th at the moment. We've got Mr. Payne as well, taking advantage. He's got someone quick in front of him. I think he might have RDJ or
yeah,
or Yura. Could be Yura as well.
Yura.
I'm trying to think who has
no, it's not Yura.
wheels. So it's probably RDJ in front then.
Yeah.
Who puts in a quick time themselves
Daniel
up to 12th
Lewis.
place.
He was in Simon's slip.
Okay, so
What?
I think with first time this season that I've seen it, unless I've missed it, Mr. Jeff Saunders is qualifying.
Hey?
And he's showing off his speed right now. He's already up into 14th place. A fantastic lap.
Somebody get onto a chat with him and tell him he's in the wrong session for actually doing like lap times and stuff.
Maybe Jeff has just seen, wow, 2nd place. Maybe Jeff's just seen how far he is in front of the safe drivers. It's just like, I can push the boat out here, but this is a dangerous track here to try it. But to be honest, if Jeff is putting those times in, then maybe he foresees it being a bit more dangerous at the back as he's going across the line now, and just seeing if he's going to get any improvement on his time. Not by the looks of it just there, but still really good consistent laps from himself.
Yeah, I think the two Audis are struggling here. So Jamie had a really good time in practice, and he's not managed to replicate it yet. But that's possibly because he was in behind.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Carl Hardy jumping up to 5th place,
yeah,
and then
Manuel.
going down to 7th after Jamie Wilson to 6th, and then Manuel, Saralegi, 0.073. And let me just take you down all the way to 24th place. Everybody in the top 24 is within 1 second of the leader. That's how close this is right now. This is like Formula One qualifying.
Yeah, this is crackers.
But it's on the Indianapolis Oval.
Yeah. Even the blimp on this track can't get far enough away to show more than a normal camera because the track's so short.
I'm pretty sure I just saw someone taking an alternate layout of Limerock Park as
West
well.
layout, that is. It's a good one to race that. Again, we used to do
I've
that in the
heard.
skippies, yeah. Look at that. We've got 3 cars on exactly the same time. We've got Demis,
Oh.
Stefan,
Wow.
and Simon Trendle all on identical times.
Oh, one of them's just jumped out of that time
Oh, they
there.
have, yeah.
But tell you what, this is not the place Simon Trendle wants to be, by the way. Himself and Jamie Wilson doing quite well with the Teams Championship at the moment, but neither of them inside the top 5 at the moment. And with how hard it is to get around this course, look how easily
Simon Trendle.
it is sometimes just to overdo it on there. And Simon's decided that's him done. Back
Yeah.
to the pits. We still have... So all this that we've had in qualifying so far,
Whoa,
we still
wobbly.
have 7 minutes left.
7, wow. Okay, well, Chris Dixon's had some issues somehow, I don't know what, and he's only just leaving for his first running lap. I think he was waiting for the track to bed in. You know, get some rubber down from all the other cars, let them do it for you.
Yeah, potentially.
Now he's
yep.
going to put a pole lap in. A few cars have gone to the pits. Jamie Wilson's exhausted because he's got his car into the top 6. And he can't be separated from Carl Hardy, can he? Even when he's in a different class.
Absolutely. But tell you what, Carl now is in a great position right now,
He is.
right behind Manuel Saralegui. I can tell you that his sector 2 is a personal best for him. I don't know how the first sector is going to treat him right now, but we could be about to see Carl possibly break that streak of top 6 pros there on board with Carl Hardy now. And on the line...
Oh, no, not quite. No. Needs to stay where he is, though, because you're right, Manuel's going to be a real good barometer for him. Right, let's go.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of green like personal bests all over the track. Jeff Saunders is just putting his personal best on the second sector as well. So we'll see if Jeff can get himself a little bit further up at the same time. Just constantly, and everyone else should be doing this as well. Apart from obviously saying hi in the chat, putting a thumbs up on the video and subscribing for the action, checking out the time and tower on the left hand side and seeing if anybody else, as we see a lot of people jumping out for an out lap now. A final 5 minutes of pushing is on the cards.
Come on,
So
Chris.
do not take what you see right now as gospel in the timing tower, because this could very well change at any point.
Ooh,
And
Carl
tell you
Hardy.
what, Carl Hardy has just set a quickest of the entire session, sector 4.
Oh, yeah.
And gone up into 6th place.
Come on, Chris Dixon, put a lap on the board. He's got it.
There you go. He's got a lap in,
Hey,
but
sideways drift championship.
And there we go. Pushing
Stay on the
hard
lap.
on that one. And yeah, unfortunately he's got to keep to the side, but unfortunately that side as well is also the racing line for the exit of Big Bend. Carl is pushing like a beast right now.
He's actually closing in on the back of Manuel's car.
That is insane.
That
Maybe I'm
is
not setting any
bonkers,
personal
isn't it?
best, but
Oh,
are we
he's
going to see an
nice
even
through
quicker
there. Let's
lap
see what
from
happens
Carl?
here.
Can he break into the 52s?
Yeah,
He does!
he does.
Wow, he literally less than half a tenth quicker than his previous time, but enough to jump him up 3 whole positions to put himself in 3rd place. Just saying, Manuel Saralegui is just like, what have I done? What is the monster I have created?
Right. Oh,
But-
Renee, I thought, was on a really good lap then. He got a good sector 2 in, but he was stuffed
Yeah, he
up
got a bit
behind.
close.
Yeah, stuffed up behind Jaden. Jaden's got a tow here from his teammate as well.
Yep, see what happens here. And Jaden past the line, still in 5th place at the moment, but does have Santa Helena in front. Now Jaden's got to really time this lap well as Jeff Saunders jumps up to 14th place.
Some of these cars
And
have done 13. They're on the 13th lap.
Right. It's
qualifying.
crazy. Jaden's actually pulled out of his lap.
Yeah, I saw that.
Probably to sort of space himself out a little bit more behind Santa Helena, but there's a lot of laps going in now.
Yeah, some of them are have got good sectors. Jeff's got a good sector 1 in him, as well as Thomas Asboth as well. He was a bit wide at West Bend there.
Jeff setting a personal best last lap as well. One that got him up to 14th. This one, a quick look at the times. Last one was a .28, and that one's not
That-
registered a time at all. So I'm guessing there may
No,
have been
that was
an
it,
off
wasn't
track. Oh, was that it?
it? Yeah, that
Oh,
was
he's
the
gone even quicker then.
5:53.28. Yeah, but it
Ah,
didn't
right,
move
but-
him. Didn't move him.
0.01 now behind Tony, 0.03 behind Tamas, and 0.05 behind Simon Trendle
Yeah, it's
and
crackers.
Demis, who have both got the exact same time. And then the 0.01 is between Demis and Stefan. Like literally, all any like hundredth you can get on this track, go for it,
Yeah.
because it can sometimes send you up 3-4 places.
It can, and you can see Jamie here. Don't forget to keep an eye on that inset picture, folks, because you'll be able to see him smashing the rev limiter, no doubt, in that car, all the way around this track. So I don't think he'll ever get into 6th gear, or maybe does the whole track in 6th gear. Who knows? Don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I just got binned
Jaden-
out by YouTube chat and then reconnected again, which is weird. Doesn't
Nice.
ever do that, but there you go. Right.
Jaden with a quick lap as well, puts
There.
him up to 5th place. I'm just having a quick look at his latest one. There's no.
Not this one.
Yeah, maybe not that one. There is only 1 minute left, so you can only probably get another 3 laps in. That's what Stephen Walker could get here. Stephen Walker did have a really fast set to 1.
He does. Might. Oh no, everything else looks a bit like
Oh,
he's.
that's not the way.
Oh no,
Ooh.
that's the expressway to the pits and to the hospital.
I'm glad that was covered up there,
Yeah.
almost comedically.
What's our DJ doing down here? He was fast before. He's got a really good sector 3 in him.
Oh yeah, fantastic sector 3.
But
One last sprint to the line.
Here we go. Come on. Not enough to move though. Oh. No, not enough to move.
No, not on that one. But yeah, a lot of people struggling here. And you only have 12 more seconds. I don't have the map up at the moment, so I can't see if there's anybody close
Oh,
by.
hang on, Matt.
3 more seconds. That's everyone done,
Look
I
at the
think.
snake going around there.
Yeah,
that's
imagine what it's going to be
everybody
like in the first 3-4 laps, Pete.
done. Oh, it's just gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go blimp cam. I
Blimp
think.
it.
Yeah. Even though
When
you
in
don't get to
doubt,
see much.
Blimp it.
Yeah. So, folks, here we go. Let the chaos begin. Carl Hardy will go off in 3rd, right in the middle of all the pro class. Right, let me get on here. Let me get on a car. Let me choose a camera because I'm not going to have much time to do any of this. Hopefully, Fraser doesn't flash his lights. Extend grid in to 2 minutes. And Pete Newman will be your pole man. He's a current reigning champion of the series, so everybody's going to chase him around Lime Rock Park. Manuel Saralegui will go off in 2nd place on the front row next to him. Carl Hardy, brilliant qualifying on the 2nd row. Rene Earhart next to him. That's where we expect to see someone of Rene's calibre. Jaden Scotton, somebody's just left the grid and therefore dumped my camera. There's always David Ayres, isn't there? Flashing his lights. Jaden Scotton in 5th. Stephen Walker 6th. Jamie Wilson will be 7th. Euro Larkinen will be 8th. Just going to change the camera. 9th will be Stefan Goebel. Doesn't really block him out. 10th will be Demis Titular. Simon Trendle will go off 11th, with 12th being Tamas Asboth. 13th will be... Oh, that's even worse on the lights. Tony Walker, Jeff Saunders, 14th. Thomas Dandridge, 15th. 16th will be Dietmar Hoos. Daniel Lewis off 17th. 18th will be RDJ, Ronald de Jong. David Ayres, I might just not mention him at all if he's going to flash his lights as much as this. 19th. 20th will be Paul Hurley. Stuart Gibbons off 21st. 22nd will be Deck Crowder. 23rd will be Ollie Payne. 24th will be Stefan Klauke. 25th, when I get there, will be Andy Littler. Fraser Geraghty off 26th. Chris Dixon 27th in the end. 28th will be Thijs van Gool. Mika Santa Helena off 29th, and Fee will not race, even though she's in the standings and registered for the session. Her VR has let her down. Look at that. That is a grid, isn't it?
Yeah, I am Nervous.
Take that away again. How do I hide that? I don't know. Oh, no. I don't know. Well, everybody's revving anyway, so... all the cameras are rubbish. That's the best one. Right, lights are coming on, folks. When all the lights go out, let the chaos commence.
Oh, I'm nervous for everybody, but terrible start from Manuel Saralegui. Jamie
And
Wilson
Stephen
with a
Walker.
fantastic start.
Oh, he's threaded the needle.
Overtaking Stephen Walker and on the outside of Jaden and possibly Rene as well. So far, so good for everybody. Everyone keeping their lanes nice and disciplined, but the end of Big Bend is when racing lines could end up colliding. That is, I think, Fraser Geraghty.
It was, yeah.
Going to the back just there.
Oh, we got a shunt. Everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. Okay, right, we've survived it. Oh, no, maybe not.
A load of places.
Oh,
It has.
Got a car park over here. We'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Everybody's not okay.
And that's one of the Team Carmera cars as well towards back two.
I'm surprised you can see that it is because it's got no front on it. That's Jamie. Should have had the inset camera, shouldn't I? That's why it's there. Okay, so that's that. Too wide going through here with Chris Dixon.
Ooh, and well, that was a lot of traction just there.
It really was. Let's choose a camera that doesn't look at all the backs of the cars. Right, so this is Deep Mart trying to lift. No, who was that? Stuart? Oh!
Yeah, Sugars and Stuart just takes the inside. I'll have to have another look at that one, but
yeah, definitely.
Really close racing, and with a track as small as Lime Rock Park, I'm surprised we haven't seen even more of that, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a battle at the moment, a really close battle going on for 9th place.
Yeah.
Oh, look like you read my mind.
I know. I'm trying to get
a
to
load
everything.
of cars just wrestling above the top of that crest right now, on board with Dandridge at the moment, and it's, yeah.
There's
just
just
a
so much
lot
going on.
of, yeah, it's just such a tiny track. This is
Oh,
probably
super
going to
wide.
be,
I think that might have been deck.
it's just going to be so much in terms of close battling, taking whatever chance you get, and no matter what move you make, you got to make sure that you get it done, because if not, look how many cars are ready to join in on the fun behind you.
David Ayres did a brilliant job there of getting through on Deck Crowther. Very nice.
Yes, I agree.
He's now chasing down Stuart Gibbons, who's class leader at the minute. Let me find that button that you showed me last week. Hang on. There we go.
And Stefan Goebel leading the Pro-Ams at the moment with Carl Hardy's
Oh, yeah.
mistake a little bit earlier, so could be a very prominent class victory for them. I just heard a car like
I
either
did.
really aggressively hit a curb
But
and
nobody's...
go off into orbit.
Yeah.
Or
Pete Newman is setting fastest sector times everywhere at the moment. He's pulling a gap
go
as well.
to Pete right now. Pete is coming across a problem. He's
Oh.
already coming up to the first car to lap.
Oh, it's Jamie.
Luckily for himself, it's Jamie Wilson, so hopefully Jamie Wilson's speed might actually be able to pull Pete Newman along, but Pete definitely in the safest part of the track right now.
There's all sorts going on down here. This is Jeff Saunders that we're with at the minute. He's actually fallen down quite a lot of places, so I think he was in the mess at the beginning. I'm just going to look at the mess at the beginning. I think it might be...
I say a trio of JC Academy silver cars as well in camera view. That'd be a good screenshot later.
Yeah. Everybody piling over that hill. I'm just trying to find the right place. Maybe it's this. It's hard to tell on SDK, as you're already aware, everybody. So Carl gets into the back of Manuel.
Ooh.
And then fishtails across and takes a few
Jaden's
others
so
with him.
lucky there.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So that could have been a lot worse. Unfortunately, it was, well, sort of self-inflicted, if that makes sense. Right, let's go back live if I can find the live button. I'm still on with Jeff, because this is kind of where a lot of the action is right now. What else did we want to watch?
Oh, might want to quickly jump to 17th place though.
17. Thomas Dandridge on the inside, or getting overtaken around the outside. Whoa! That was
Yeah,
Deck
himself
Crowther.
and Deck getting really, really close, and look at the momentum now that Oliver Payne has behind. Fred
Oh, no, he's
Geraghty
not.
ready to take advantage of Oliver into this last corner. Oliver's not going. Oh, how much curb is taken there could really destabilize the car, but he keeps it going. Looks like it could be a move a little bit further down, but even further behind, there's another move happening. There's so many dives
Yeah.
in and such great exits going in as Fraser Geraghty to the inside. Great overtake there. Meanwhile, still a battle going on between RDJ and Stuart Gibbons. Stuart Gibbons and David Ayres in those top 15 places, which for race 2 doesn't take anything into account. But if they finish race 2 in that 14th and 15th, we'll have a fully AM front row. And on a track like this, for 20 minutes with faster cars sprinting behind you, can't wait. I can't wait, Pete.
No, it's going to be great. I'm just watching the behaviour of these cars coming over the hill, and some of them are wild. Some of them are totally sideways.
Yeah. So you're behind Santa Helena, and you would expect Eura to dispatch quite quickly, but at the same time,
Oh, look at him go.
Santa Helena's not going to let Eura have this easily, but Eura makes it easy with such a great exit off the last corner,
Ooh.
takes the inside, and even if Helena hogs that outside there, Eura's got this one pretty much sorted.
Yeah, and another overtake coming right behind as well, potentially. Oh, maybe not. Stefan
T's
got that bit out.
taking a very wide line through there, but yeah, Stefan not being able to take advantage of that. Now, this has been brewing for a long time. Stuart Gibbons, RDJ, David Ayres, Derek Crowther, and this has major championship implications as you have the leader and second place in AMS as well, both fighting out. If Stuart Gibbons can keep this order going now, then it's going to get him a bit closer to the summit of the AM Championship.
Yep, absolutely. What's going on further back? Sorry, fast guys. You're too far apart from one another. All the action is back here. Chris Dixon down the inside here. He's moving. He's up 5 places. Don't want to curse him. He's about to go 6 places up.
Oh no.
No, he's not.
Jeff with the inside line just there. Chris realises, ducks out a little bit, and that's just allowed Lackinen to go battle, and there's a little bit of contact behind, which means Santa Helena can go through, and this I'm hoping this doesn't go into a 3 wide here, but Eura's going to let Santa Helena sort of have...
Come on, 3 wide over the hill.
How wide!
Ooh, no.
And that was great from Mika and Eura to keep enough of a space between each other. Fantastic racing from both, but Eura's going to end up having quicker exits here, and the same is pretty much going to happen here. Look at the discipline just there, and Eura gets that, but look behind, it's like a squadron of the red arrows coming down. But yeah, fantastic racing from both. That was exactly how to fight cleanly on Linemont Park.
Yeah, if Mika hadn't moved over to the right, coming over the top of the hill, they would have clashed.
Yes, and to be honest, that would have been on Eura there, but no, Mika saw it and reacted accordingly.
This is further forward. This is back to the battle with RDJ. Stuart Gibbons has gapped the group. He's away.
He has. I wonder if there's been an overtake opportunity happening a bit further back that's just slowed people down. You see for a lot of tracks that if you end up doing a battle with somebody, you lose people in front and behind them. With Linemont Park, you could realistically spend over 3/4 of the lap at Linemont Park next to somebody else. Stefan Glauca managing to get a rare overtake done on Santa Helena as well. That's for 24th place.
Or has he?
Meanwhile, Santa Helena getting forced a little bit further back there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this is an interesting quadruple to have going around you right now. But once again, everyone's keeping it really nice and clean. Those on the outside here, and a dive just in there from Dietmar.
That was Tice, wasn't it? Yep. Tice getting turned. Ronald de Jong, what's going on with him? Why is he going so slow?
Wrong line, I'm guessing, and everyone's just taking advantage. RDJ actually has a meatball flag. Something's happened there.
Hang on, let me find.
Ooh, that front wheel there looks like it's hanging on with hopes and prayers.
It really does, and there's nothing on my event tracker. How annoying is that?
BST's losing a place there, down to 27th.
What
So
was
RDJ
this,
in front. This is coming up to uphill. I wonder if they've
He's going to smash
overdone
the
it.
outside wall. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that'll take your
and
fillings out.
if the crest doesn't make you airborne, then that
Yeah.
definitely did.
Yeah. He's had to go to the pits, obviously, because he's only driving on 3 wheels. Oh, God almighty.
Oh, background just then. What's that? That's Fraser.
The traction
Oh my
on the
God.
tyres is gone, so for some of these guys at least, and it's very, very evident.
That was insane.
It was.
That
Right,
was perfect timing as well.
just as a quick catch-up, Pete Newman is in a different world. Manuel Saralegui has got a second on Renee Earhart. Jaden Scotton can see Renee quite clearly. Stephen Walker's a little ways back, and then has got a big gap back too. Stefan Goebel, who's making all the bookmakers rip up their betting tickets. Simon Trendle has not made too much inroads into Stefan, and then Tony Walker's nearly 3 seconds back. That's your top 8, folks. We're going to go back here because there's all sorts of chaos going on around here.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's a great line there from Dandridge, catching up closer and closer to Deck Ralph, and I feel if he can keep on making this much ground past every corner, we could be in the perfect place to watch a move. Speaking of moves, further back, Dietmar Hoos gets to the inside of Santa Elena, and a little hit against the curb has sent Dietmar Hoos wide into Santa Helena. And that's the danger of taking those curbs. So they do sometimes throw you out, and
Yeah.
Dietmar just, just did not go his way there.
No, I feel like Mika might have been better off coming out of the gas, but you're right. Those curbs do punt you around a bit.
Sometimes if you've chosen your outside line, you've just got to choose that outside line. With the impact that we saw there, I mean, Dietmar was off the ground there and nearly there as well. For these two. If we watch these two, they're just doing well enough not to touch that curb. Dietmar did touch the curb, and we see why we don't try and take any more than a slight half tire on some of these apexes, because these curbs at these high speeds, it can be absolutely lethal.
We've got a battle further up that's developing now. So this is Demis that's caught up with Tony. Chesney's asking what happened with Jamie Wilson. He got Carl Hardy's.
Oh, 17th.
17 again.
Yeah, just saw Fraser Garrity and Mr. Payne just swapping places back and forth there, and Oliver Payne with a fantastic exit out of that corner. Meanwhile, behind there's a little queue as well, but we'll see what happens on this corner.
With Chris Dixon and co.
Yeah, Oliver taking a lot more of the curb just there. And it gets so close here, but I'll tell you what, seeing Chris Dixon's line out of that corner there, he was going out there like a rocket.
Yeah, absolutely bonkers line coming over that hill. It was crazy.
This track really, when you're in deep in a battle, following somebody else and nailing corners like that, you actually feel like a race car driver sometimes around this track. And I know some people will be shocked to hear that.
Is that from that hit before?
Oh, that was Santa Helena, so I don't know if something else has happened here with tyres.
Oh, right, yeah.
Tees, sorry. Tees.
Is it Tees?
It's Tees, yeah.
Oh, right, okay, that's another
so
name.
I do that horrible... I do that horrible little English thing where I just see a word and I say it as if it's an English word, and you see me during a Football Manager stream, you've got people ripping their hair out of me. It's brilliant.
Who's that trying to break a toe? That is Tony Walker. He's getting a bit desperate.
Yep, I do wonder if Darius is getting a fantastic runs out of those last corners there.
Yep. Hydro Race Racing Forces always come up with fast drivers.
Here we go, after the manic first lap with incidents involving Carl Hardy, Jamie Wilson, and there was... Oh, who else was it in the first lap? Trying to think off the top of my head.
Dietmar was in there.
It was Dietmar as well, of course. Yes, there's a Racing Forces car as well. After...
I heard bending metal.
I keep hearing the bending metal. I wonder if it's not actually people hitting the walls. It's just the sound of people hitting those inside curbs.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, because they do damage, don't they, eventually? Jeff Saunders. Oh my
Oh,
word! Ollie Payne
God.
offline massively.
Wow, what even happened there?
Don't know. Don't know. Oh, he's gone off track completely. According to this, anyway. We're gonna have to be quick here because we're getting to the end of the race. He's gone too hot into here, West Bend,
Wonder if there's a little.
and then you can't recover it. Then
yes.
can you?
Also, if you keep on being off track, underneath the bridge, there's a little divot
No, is
in the
there?
grass. And yeah, I think Mr. Payne has found out firsthand why you try and avoid that little divot underneath that bridge. At the moment,
Whoops.
Manuel Saralegi in the second place, chasing this man right here, Pete Newman. After Kyle Hardy's incident, I feel that has lifted a massive amount off Pete Newman's shoulders here. And it's literally just a case of keeping it clean here, getting a good start on race 2 and leading the way there as well. And then race 3, I wish I could give advice for race 3, but race 3 is going to be a race like you have never seen before.
Yeah, it really is. Chesney says disappointed in Fraser. He said he would win.
As long as Chesley doesn't get locked out for somebody else's race, then
Yeah.
we should be all good. Simon Trendle as well, catching slightly on Stefan Goebel. And if there turns out to be a battle between those two, I do wonder if Goebel's going to end up just letting Simon Trendle have had the place to make things a little bit more easier for him in terms of winning the Pro-Ams today.
Yeah, possibly. Let's have a look. We're getting battles growing again here. So Stuart Gibbons with Paul Hurley, I think that is it? And Fraser. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it?
No, Fraser's not in there at the moment. It's Paul Hurley, Stuart Gibbons,
Yeah, that's Fraser,
and
but
Tamas in front.
No, it's Fraser
Says
Garrity's thingy, isn't it? No, it's
Yeah,
not.
but Paul Hurley's on the same.
of course
he's
he
on
is,
the same
yeah.
team. Yeah.
Yeah. Dope.
That's why I wasn't sure if it was Fraser at the beginning, where there's
yeah.
those bits and pieces were
Oh,
happening
why
in the
is
background.
everybody
But
battling towards the end again? They just don't like me, do they? Right, so Simon
we still-
Trendle's seeing what Stefan's got in his boot for his shopping. Demis is doing the same to Tony. Then you've got a rabble here. Oh, that looked wild. With Paul Hurley, Tamas and Stu.
I love the speed that they're going over those last corners. They're brilliant.
Yeah. These three are closing on one another. Then Jeff Saunders is now closing in on Fraser Garrity, and he's having a look as well.
Yeah. I tell you what, Jeff is looking really quick around here.
Yeah, he got caught up in all that stuff at the beginning. He didn't get wrecked by it, but he had to bail out, if you remember. He did a really good job of staying clear.
Yeah. Oh, and Fraser with a very wide line along there, but you got to keep yourself.
And that's dangerous, because you're opening the door saying, I've got my line wrong, so the car behind goes, all right, then I'll have that. And then you come back onto the line, and it's like, whoa, hang on a minute.
Yeah, and you need that left-hand lane to make sure that the really creatively named right turn
Yeah.
is it is as quick as possible for you. Oh, I tell you what, a
Wow.
little bit of flash of the brakes just there from Dietmar.
You kind of don't
So
want to do that
close
at the
to
top of the
wall.
hill, do you?
No, get all your slowing down done before then. But if anyone's going to be a hero, now is the time to do it, and that's a fantastic little exit out there. But it's just not enough because Chris Dixon also having a really good final turn there, and you're going to find a lot of frustration with people. Are they going to end up putting some moves in on the inside? That's Kyle Hardy overtaking Mika.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Yeah, Mika probably going to be a bit disappointed with his race there, especially when in a battle with Dietmar and Dietmar going over the curb and
Ollie Payne
in there
again.
in the background. Yep,
He loves that
Mr.
wall.
Payne, yeah, just absolutely smashing it.
Oh, good grief. You're a Larkin and pushing two cars onto the straight.
Yep, and this could be the battle to watch here.
Oh, don't.
3 wide, do it for the ground. And he is literally going to try and put it on the inside, but instead Jeff Saunders putting his car in the way, and that's a great overtake from Jeff Saunders, and you're just giving us all a mini heart attack. Now we have one more lap left.
Oh, we do, yeah.
with 30 seconds to go, and Pete Newman very comfortably in the lead. In fact, I'd say even though there's less than a second between Stephen Walker and Jaden Scott, and it is comfy for the top 6, probably finishing where they are, as long as
Yeah.
there's no major problems.
Stefan got overtaken by Simon very
Oh,
recently.
Dietmar.
Sorry?
Oh, it's just showing Dietmar going down 2 places all of a sudden. In
Yeah,
fact,
he's
going
gone
down
down
3,
lots.
he's going to the pits.
Oh, no, hang on. It's this then, is it? This might be too far back. Oh, no, he's going slow here. That's a knackered car behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think we might need to get back onto the track, or
Oh, yeah.
as fashionably late as we always are, looking at the race winners.
I keep forgetting how quick this lap is. There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh, look at that perfect time. Pete Newman gets the win at race 1 of
Yes.
Lime Rock Park with a commanding 4-second lead over Manuel Saralegi. Rene Earhart in 3rd. Fantastic result for himself and Cutting Corney TCR. James Scotland in 4th, but we still have this battle right here for 14th place. Stuart Gibbons getting that 13th, but David Ayres trying to fend off Derek Crowther and Dandridge as well. And it's going to go into a drag race for the finish. A great line out there, but the straight is just not long enough. As Stuart Gibbons gets the win for AMS. Stefan Goebel with a fantastic Pro-AMS victory. And still plenty of fighting as Santa Elena gets a move on Fraser Gertie. I wonder if Fraser's, so it's happened to Fraser's car as well.
Oh, maybe.
Because Fraser's just lost
Out of fuel.
a load of places as well.
That's a quiet car.
That's a very quiet. It could be one of those new electric hybrids.
Hybrid, yeah.
Can he make it to the line?
He might not. He might not. There's an ever so slight uphill. Put your feet through the bottom, mate, like Flintstones. So I'm going to do the grid now, the finishing order now, folks, because we get no time between this and the next race. He's done it. He's over the line.
He's done it. Fantastic.
So Pete Newman was your race winner. Manuel Saralegi finished in 2nd with Rene Earhart in 3rd. Jaden Scott in 4th. Stephen Walker 5th. Let me smash this button here. That one, is it? I got as far as 5th, didn't I? Whoops. Stephen Walker in 5th for BSTV Esports. Simon Trendle 6th for Team Chimera. Stefan Goebel, the top Pro-Am car this evening, in 7th for VTS Esports, with Tony Walker 2nd in class, 8th on track for BSTV. And then Demis Tigchalar 9th on track, 3rd in class, a podium finish for him in class for Hydro Race Racing Forces. And we're already going again. I'll have to do that some other time. Where have we gone? Let me extend the grid in.
Oh no, done. It's done.
Oh, you've done it already?
Yeah.
We got like 20 minutes.
Somebody else did it.
Oh dear. Right, so, well, the starting order for this is the finishing order for the previous. So here we go, folks. I can't make it any more easy than that. There's that. And I need a camera. Okay, there we go. Pete Newman will lead us away again in this second race for Result Clothing. Manuel Saralegi for CLN Racing will go off 2nd. Rene Earhart 3rd for Cutting Corney. Jaden Scotton 4th for JC Academy Gold. Stephen Walker 5th for BSTV Esports. Simon Trendle will be 6th for Team Chimera. Stefan Goebel 7th for VTS Esports. Tony Walker 8th for BSTV. Demis Tigchalar 9th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Daniel Lewis will start 10th for Blade Designs. Thomas Asboth 11th for Spin and Toe Motorsport. 12th will be Paul Hurley for Insignia. 13th will be Stuart Gibbons for Blade Designs. David Ayres 14th for Safeguard. Deck Crowther for Blade Designs 15th. 16th will be Thomas Dandridge for Verve Racing Team. Jeff Saunders 17th for JC Academy Silver. Stop flashing your lights. Yuri Larkinen will be 18th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Andy Littler will be 19th for Workguard. Ollie Payne will be 20th for Safeguard. Back to Workguard for Chris Dixon in 21st. 22nd will be Stefan Klauke. 23rd will be Carl Hardy, 20th for Result. 24th will be Mika Santahelena for JC Academy Silver. 25th will be Fraser Garrity for Insignia. Jamie Wilson will go off 26th for Team Chimera. Dietmar will go off 27th for Cutting Corney. Tees Van Gool will go off 28th for JC Academy Silver, with RDJ Ronald de Jong off 29th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. And Fiona will not run. Can't believe I got through all that.
Nicely done.
Right, let's find a decent camera where there's no cars flashing their lights. The camera doesn't exist. Right then, we're going to go blimp again, because that did work out quite nicely last time. We've got about an hour to wait before. Oh no, we're going green.
So it'll be interesting to watch what happens towards the back with the likes of Kyle Hardy, Jamie Wilson getting through the grid. And Jaden getting
Jaden.
straight to the inside and making sure
down
Stephen
the
Walker,
outside. Ooh.
yep, doesn't get a chance into there. And everyone's spreading out quite nicely. It's going nearly 3 wide towards the back near Kyle Hardy's car.
Oh, someone's gone really wide.
Yeah, that's Paul Hurley
yeah.
off just there, I think. But looks like everyone's still keeping it nicely straight on the road, and we do have
Stefan
Stefan
back on the
Goebel
track, mate.
off the circuit.
He's back on safe. That's nice. Nice rejoin, actually. This is crowded here. This is a crowded house.
You know, I was literally just about to say crowded house as well, but I'd end up singing.
Yeah.
But Kyle Hardy already making up a fair few positions. In fact, Chris Dixon is up 4 and Jamie Wilson is up 5.
Oh, blimey crikey. Someone going for an overtake there. And it was Simon Trundle on Stephen Walker. And Stephen Walker's got the favourable line in. That doesn't always stop Simon Trundle, though. How's
No,
this
and
time?
Simon's just sniffing around the back. There's a lot of overtakes going on behind, but this is the one that could have big pro.
Oh, I thought there was
and there's
something going
another
bad.
racing forces, and it's 3 wide. And there's even more going on behind. Someone else has just smashed into a wall.
What?
Oh, that'd be the racing forces smashed into the wall there, but already there's blood on the dance floor. We're just about to go into uphill. Everyone keeping it nice and single file, but it depends on your way out. And I think that's,
Chris Dixon slow.
Ooh, yep, Dixon nearly into the wall just there, but instead it's giving a chance for Oliver Payne to get in on the inside.
Don't
There's
be on the
a lot
outside
of
of
bump
Oliver.
drafting behind, especially with Cole Hardy and Jamie Wilson trying to push through as quick as they can, going into the downhill turn, back onto the first straight. And my God, that must have... I'll tell you what, if you're in that group of people right now, you will be literally chewing and putting bite marks on the roof of your steering wheel.
That's insane. This is where the ridiculous battling is here.
Yes, absolutely. And Stefan Klauke looking for a way on the inside of Mika Santa Helena, but Santa Helena swinging the car around. Klauke has a much better exit coming out of there, but right in front of him, it's going 2 wide between Tees and Oliver Payne, but not quite.
Oh, he was wild going over the crest.
Yeah. But it's close all over at the moment. With this being the closest sets of battles, it's really a case of just trying to make all the places you can and then relax later as Daniel Lewis gets past Demis Titler. And Kyle Hardy overtaking Chris Dixon as well. That'll be a nice simple overtake. A little bit of the curb riding along it as well. Putting yourself out wide before tucking yourself in for turn number 2. Stefan Goebel getting past David Ayres. So Stefan making his way up the grid for a recovery drive in race 2. Probably going to be trying to aim for that top 15.
Yeah, that's Stefan Goebel just there. It could have been a lot worse for him. He's recovered it well. Let's go and just see what happened to him. Because it is unusual for him to be out there. I feel like he's been shoved. So it'll be around about here somewhere that it happens. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's a case of the Racing Forces car just trying to open up that corner with as little time and reactions as possible, but unfortunately it did enough to sideswipe out wide to Stefan, and Stefan becomes the casualty for that one, and this could turn into a spin there, but look at that fantastic control, keeping it side by side.
And repeat behind, but Jamie Wilson's got that done by the look of it.
Two, you might want to jump on to 8th place at the moment, because Daniel Lewis and Demis are absolutely dogfighting it out here at the moment. Demis just tucking in between Daniel Lewis and Tamas. And I tell you what, they've both been swapping positions at least once a lap at this moment in time. A bit of a poor corner just there from Demis, but this could be an opportunity now for Tamas to get a really good run out of here. And they're all such great drivers with equal abilities, and you're really getting to see some people try and show off and show out here. There's
Oh.
another dive on the inside from Demis. He goes out a little bit further than he probably wants to, but he's doing enough with Daniel Lewis as well to dance with him around
Ooh.
turn one. A
That's
little bit of a
intimate.
touch, but yep, bit of a heavy pet in there, but luckily they stayed on first base.
Oh. I hate it when I switch to a camera and it's like chaos. This is Stefan Goebel making his way back through the field quite rapidly too. He's doing. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Why
Nearly
did you
wasn't.
say that?
I know,
Steve?
yeah.
Why did you
Why
say
did
that?
I curse him so badly? Stacking up
Stefan.
behind him now. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's Klauke deciding to jump out. I wonder if
He's had enough of that,
Klauke's
hasn't
just getting out of danger and letting everybody else
he? Crash.
possibly make mistakes. For yeah, I mean sometimes that is
What's going
legit
on
a
there?
tactic you'll have to use. That's Thomas Dandridge diving onto the inside of Paul Hurley.
This is looking
Might
good.
not have. Yeah, Paul's got a lot more track that he needs to do on the outside, but he is blocking the racing line and the exit for Thomas. Has the advantage of the next tight turn here. If Paul keeps it nice and tight
Thomas
here,
Dandridge,
he's going to
look
have a
at that.
nice. Yep, and
Oh,
Paul's got a
couldn't hold
quicker
it.
outside line, so gets through.
Yeah.
And now Thomas Dandridge in trouble right behind him. He has a charge in Carl Hardy, and this is not the corner that you want to really be going too wide on.
No.
Carl knows this and goes for an up and under.
Sensible
quite pull it
driving
off this one.
from Carl.
Absolutely, yep. Especially when right behind Carl, you got Jamie Wilson as well. Speaking of, are we going to see another mount of the barrier? Oh, it's very tight from the workforce there, from
Yeah.
the workforce car there. But no,
Oh,
everyone
he's gone
keeps on
sideways.
going.
Chris Dixon sideways. Can
And
Stefan
suddenly-
close that gap?
Everybody fans out. Oh, and see what's Dietmar who's nearly going into somebody there as well.
This is crazy.
It is. You literally have to have eyes at the back of your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. For this one, there's Andrew Littler, RDJ, and Fiona, who didn't start the race, all occupying the outside at the moment.
Yeah. A work guard car staying ahead of David Ayres in the safeguard car for now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens at the top of this crest because there are a couple more battles which are close to. Oh, tell you what, whoever's in front of there was Stefan Goebel there, nearly going face first into the wall. And Tees van Gool is right on the back of Diemar Hoos, which is going to provide an exciting first corner, especially with that Audi. Going to have a little bit of an advantage here, but we'll see how everybody else brakes.
Nice line he's taken through there. He's caught right up onto the back of Dietmar's car.
Yeah, probably went a little bit tighter than the rest, which is why they managed to get such a quicker exit. But everyone knows their lines really well. They must have watched my old track guide.
Absolutely.
Oh, and in front, two cars in front, David Ayres and Chris Dixon will be going side by side, or will they tuck in just in time?
Oh, no, they
Oh,
won't.
he got really close, Dixon, just very close to tagging somebody there, and this has given Dietmar a chance to get in on the second to last corner.
Oh!
There's a bit of a
That's not good. They've sorted
yeah,
themselves
they've both
out.
kept it going.
Oh, that's a car
And
wide.
tees onto the grass, and this is going to give Klauke a chance. Backing
Klauke's
up.
like, isn't this the battle that I got out of a minute ago?
Yeah, pretty much. And look at that, a couple of laps later, he's gained 2 positions.
Yeah. Sometimes it's worth doing.
Yep,
If you can
absolutely.
see chaos raining around you.
At the moment, with the top 5, as Vincent Peter, Emmanuel Saladegi, Rene Hart, and then a closer battle between Rene, Jaden, and Stephen Walker at the moment. Probably the closest these 3 have been to each other over the last 2 races.
Yeah, totally.
Then
one-
further back, you got Simon Trendle in between this battle and Tony Walker, who is currently leading the Pro-Ams. Behind Tony Walker is Daniel Lewis and a gaggle of 4 cars, where literally anything can happen between these 4. Hasn't been quite as violent as... Oh, look, they've got another 4 behind them. It hasn't been anywhere near as violent as the battle for 20th place. But,
Oh, wow. How did
and
they not die? Oh, maybe he
Wow.
might.
There's... I reckon Dennis went to the inside, lost sight of the 2 board, and
Yeah.
slightly, very slightly miscalculated that one. That's allowed these 5 right here to potentially have an opportunity to catch up. And this is where your top 15 place counts.
Yeah. Top 15 is currently in the possession of Carl Hardy, but look who's right behind him. Jamie Wilson.
Yep.
Keep your eye on that inset picture on the right-hand side, folks.
And do you think Jamie Wilson's going to be satisfied with waiting in 16th? I
Definitely
don't think
not.
so. Whew. We're exhausted. We're only just halfway through race 2.
Yeah. Teese is right on the boot lid now of Chris Dixon. I've got RDJ showing us out of the race, and
Yep.
Andy Littler out of the race.
Yes.
What happened to Andy Littler? I didn't see anything with him.
Oh, David Ayres and
Oh.
Santa Elena fighting away into the first corner, both showing each other great amount of space and respect just there.
Not for long.
Yeah, why do I say these things? Great line, by the way, from Santa Elena there, but this
Yeah.
battle is heating up, and
Oh,
if any one of these
Jamie.
makes a mistake now, that's going to be them out of the top 15. And although we may initially think that the battle's going to be between Carl and Jamie Wilson, you know for a fact that the 7-8 cars in front are all going to be fighting out of their skin here. As
Look
Thomas
at this.
Andridge swings to the inside.
He's good at doing that, isn't he? We've seen him do that a lot.
A swinger by trade, a
swinger,
swinger by
yeah.
nature. I don't think he will enjoy us calling him that, but
No. I don't think there's a bowl with any car keys in it around, but you know.
just remember, don't have a handful of the peanuts in the middle of the bowl. Kids, ask your parents. Oh, Jesus, and this
Oh,
is
this is
getting
not
extremely
gonna
close
be
at the
going well.
moment. For a block of 2, a Tetris square block through uphill at the
Yeah.
moment, they all somehow survive. Jamie Wilson probably going to start feeling a bit aggravated here with the fact that they're still in 16th. But look at who is catching up to this group of 4 right now. The
Jeff.
safest driver on the grid could become the most profitable driver on the grid if something happens here in front. The battle between Jaden Scott and Stephen Walker and Rene Earhart is getting closer still, plus the battle for 8th place between Daniel Lewis, Thomas Asworth, Stuart Gibbons and Dennis Titchler. Stuart Gibbons, of course, is the only AM car in the top 15 at the moment. Keeping where he is right now will be absolutely pivotal in him trying to gain that top spot from David Ayres.
I think that Carl Hardy and Jamie are neutralising one another here, because Carl's concerned he'll get overtaken, and that's stopping him
Yep.
from actually overtaking anybody. So Jamie's dropped off the back a little now.
Yeah, I think Jamie's looking for a strong exit out of a corner to catch Carl off guard here.
Yep.
But Carl at the same time is trying what he can to get past Paul, and maybe Jamie's just being as patient as possible to let Carl have that security and get a move done on Paul Hurley. And
Oh,
there we
hang
go,
on.
Paul defending the inside here, so Paul obviously knows that he's going to have to try himself in. Jamie Wilson, I thought, was going to drive straight in for a pass here. This is a battle that has 7 minutes to try and sort itself out, because if not, then that Audi at the back in that striking orange and purple paint is going to be ready to... If Jeff ends up getting a top 50 out of this, then cinema, as the kids say, right?
Oh
Ooh!
my word.
And that was nearly a blockbuster hit into the top of that wall and railing there. The marshal there with nearly a little bit of brown.
Oh,
coming
we've
out.
got stuff going on, by the way. Manuel Saralegui is catching Pete Newman quite quickly. We've got Stephen Walker catching Jaden very, very quickly. And we've
Yep.
got a proper brawl going on
Here we go.
now.
Here we go.
Oh!
Side by side. Stuart Gibbons forced out wide a little bit.
Yeah.
How is Stuart going to respond to this one? Is he going to carry on fighting? Because you've got a Racing Forces car that wants your spot as well, Stuart.
Yeah.
Going out to the wide
Stayed
here.
in
But
it.
it's going
That's
to...
good.
Oh, going for the back,
Oh, yeah.
That battle for 15th at the moment has exploded, and somehow Paul Hurley is still in front of these two.
God,
With a
not
bit
for
of
much
a
longer.
tap
Oh.
just there. And another one as well.
Oh, my word. Oh, no. Jamie, stay
Oh,
out of
go
it.
on, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie can't buy a clean race at the minute.
Oh no, and Jeff
Oh,
straight into the wall.
there's the safety rating. Oh, and he's got no wheels on that car. Where do you start taking that one to pieces? Because it was like half a lap's worth of crashing. Jeff's had to reset because he couldn't, well, literally couldn't move the car. Stefan Goebel is on a mega recovery drive from the beginning of this race, and he's doing a great job with it, actually.
Oh, so I'm just speechless
Yeah, I
over
know.
what we just saw there. That was, oh no. And it's caused Jamie Wilson to go to 14th. Carl Hardy has 15th, but I doubt that's the way that either of those two would have wanted that one.
Right, here we go.
That one to go there.
Let's just have a look and see what went on here. So, crowded house going through left bend into right bend, and it all gets a bit crazy. That's the second set of touches. I don't know why Carl was coming across the track. Maybe to try and block Jamie. Jamie got away with the slightest of hits, and Jeff didn't. He got the full shebang, with the emphasis on bang. And then Stefan says, "Oh, thanks for all those places, guys."
Yeah, a little bit of back and forth on the radio there.
Right, okay.
They will all be watching that replay quite closely afterwards. That was you don't want to see that at Lymont Park.
No. I mean, it's exciting to watch, but yeah, there's repercussions for it all. Not sure why Carl went to the right after the incident. Maybe he couldn't control the car properly. I'm not sure.
Possibly, I mean, even though the grass is better than what it used to be,
It used to be faster than the
it can
tarmac.
still
Yeah.
it can be a dangerous dance partner.
Yeah, definitely. Do we want to go through it again while it's quiet? Well, I say while it's quiet, there's all sorts going on. So they all pile into this corner. The tap is coming now. So 2 into 1 doesn't go. Then Carl comes across the track right again, across the front of Jamie's car, loses control completely. Says, I can't do anything about any of these touches now. And then I think Jeff got the rawest of the deals.
Yeah, Jeff obviously didn't want to go onto the grass there. Probably would have saved him, but that's of course hindsight.
Yeah.
Talking right now for that one, and yeah, I feel Jeff could have gone into a top 15 spot there, and I'm gutted for Jeff on that one. It's a lot of mess to clean up afterwards, as in car mess, not of a mess.
Yeah. I think Sir Alan's said it right on the chat. Can't repeat
I can't
it.
repeat that.
But perfectly worded. The lyrical meister that is Alan Toon has once again hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah, the triple S.
Yeah.
Right. Ooh, and that might be the sound that we keep hearing. It's just people hitting
That curb at West
the
Bend.
curb on West Bend.
Yeah.
Ooh, and tell you what,
it's
a
a lot of curb.
massive chunk of Chris Dixon's car flying off there into the crowd. Memorabilia for a young child.
Yeah, as it buries itself into the skull of the child.
Okay, I wasn't going that far.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Jeez.
Just get imagination.
You're
Welcome,
laughing
children,
at
to
Chris Dixon.
BSTV.
I'm done. I didn't.
Sorry. Right, Chris Dixon getting shuffled backwards just temporarily, but he'll be fighting back, no doubt. Thomas Dandridge again. He loves
This battle
this.
for 8th place at the moment
Oh,
as
is
well.
it? Yeah.
Straight in front of him is getting quite close too. But no, you're right. Dandridge getting a fantastic run here
He
on
loves this move.
Dick
It's-
Crowther.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get him to name that move after him or something. He's doing it that much. Right, Pete Newman's got himself a little bit of safety space at the very front here over Manuel Saraleghi. Renee has got enough room ahead of Jaden, who's getting blinded by Stephen Walker. We all know that I don't like that. Simon Trendle's in there somewhere as well, and then Tony Walker is currently the top Pro-Am car, and he's got himself loads of time. He's got 7 seconds worth of lead over Daniel Lewis, and Daniel Lewis has got no free time.
None at all. With Tyler Salzboff, Stuart Gibbons and Dennis Titchler right behind. Stuart Gibbons at the moment, 10th place as an AM car is absolutely brilliant, and that reverse grid on that final race is going to be hopefully a walk in the path for him. As long as he can keep it nice and clean, then it's pretty much a free win, I think, on race 3 with how hard some of these people find it to pass each other. But it's not stopping the likes of these two still getting it on, as in fighting.
Ooh, what's going on
sense.
back here? Oh!
That's what's going on back here.
Oh dear, Fraser Garrity going off stage left with Ura and I think somebody else. was in that. We'll have a look at that in a second once I can scroll fast enough. I think it's this.
Oh, and that's got in the leader,
What?
Pete Newman.
What?
Literally just drove into both of them re-entering the track.
You're joking?
Not literally into him, but it is
Pretty
slowed
much.
Pete Newman enough that Manuel Saralegui, this is now the final lap of the race.
Oh, wow.
And they've got another lap to car in front with damage. And
this is all kicking off.
This is all going on as well, yep.
And
Dick
Thomas
Crowther.
Dandridge behind is busy trying to still overtake Dick Crowther. And is that Jamie? Yeah, that's Jamie Wilson right behind them there, look.
Yeah, 14th place at the moment is just letting these two fight it away. Round the last corner, Pete Newman goes. Manuel Saralegui, 0.6, and Jura moves out of the way just there. But wow, I just, as you were switching the replays just there, I just
Stephen
saw
Walker.
Pete Newman drive right in front of Fraser there. And I had a feeling that something horrendous was going on there.
Right.
But Tony Walker gets a fantastic victory for Pro-Ams as these four have been fighting for 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
They must feel absolutely knackered. Well, guess what, guys? You get to do it all over again. And Stuart Gibbons as well in 10th place. A fantastic win for the AM driver. That will surely set him and
this is
David
close.
Ayres up.
Ooh. I think Paul Hurley kept that.
just gets it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, man.
Need a
that...
break.
Oh, these super
Madness.
sprints, eh?
I know.
It
Whose
was,
idea
it was like this for it was like this for bloody Nürburgring as well. It was,
Was it?
apart from this is, you know, a third of the track space.
Whoops. Wrong button pressed. Right. I can't remember which one of these it is. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Welcome to Heat Races, folks. Right. Pete Newman was your race winner. And takes the glory again, but only just, for Result Clothing. Manuel Saralegui finished second tonight for CLN Racing. Again, that's 2 races in a row, right? And Renee in third, 2 races in a row. I'm right in saying that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
For Cutting Corny TCR team. So double podiums for everybody in that top 3. Jaden Scotton finished 4th for JC Academy Gold, only just ahead of Stephen Walker in 5th for BSTV, and Simon Trundle in 6th for Team Chimera. Tony Walker finished top of the Pro-Am field for BSTV Esports. Daniel Lewis was 2nd in class, 8th on track for Blade Designs. And Thomas Asboth finished 9th on track and 3rd in class for Spin and Tow Motorsport. Stuart Gibbons was 10th and the top Pro-Am car over the line for Blade Designs. Dennis Duchamp finished 11th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Dick Crowther was 12th for Blade Designs. Thomas Dandridge was 13th for Verve Racing Team. Jamie Wilson got 14th in the end on a recovery drive from race 1 for Team Chimera, and he only just got that. And likewise for Carl Hardy in 15th for Result Clothing. Stefan Goebel was 16th on a recovery drive from the beginning of that race. So he did well for VTS Esports to get back to 16th. 17th was Paul Hurley for Insignia. David Ayres was 2nd in class, 18th on track for Safeguard, and does his championship point scoring good. And 3rd in class, 19th on track, Oliver Payne for Safeguard as well. Dietmar Hoos was 20th for Cutting Corny TCR team. Stefan Klauker was 21st. Mika Santa Helena was 22nd for JC Academy Silver. Tees, was that right? Tees
Yep.
Van Gool, 23rd for JC Academy Silver as well. Chris Dixon was 24th in the end for Workguard. And then Jura Larkinen was 25th for Hydro Racing Forces. Fraser Garrity was 26th for Insignia. Jeff Saunders 27th for JC Academy Silver. Andy Littler didn't finish the race, was classified in 28th. Where's the button gone? 29th was RDJ Ronald Young for Hydro Race Racing Forces. And Fiona was it did not run, sorry. Right, where are we up to? We are in a warm up now, folks. Thankfully, because we need to do. I don't know. I need a shower. I don't know about you, Jay.
I need to go in the shower twice.
Yeah, twice.
I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Nobody out on track. Some people have been on track, just I think practicing their starts, but it's unlikely we'll see anybody. It's what have we got on the chat here? Amazing racing and commentating. What's Chesney watching? Up there, up to race 3. Oh, and boo Fraser, because he's not winning. And Sran says, "Goodness me, I'm knackered." And still another one to go. Yay for Backfire. Thank you, Alan. I think I need some of my pills from somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I can't go back and watch some of that last piece of racing, but I'm guessing that everybody recovered on that West Bend, as we see. I think that was. I can't even think who that was. On West Bend, everybody recovering as Pete Newman came around the corner. Is that what happened?
It looked like it was Big Bend,
Big
Long
Bend,
Bend.
right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was right at the beginning because Fraser obviously went off, so it happened between himself and Euro, and as the transition was coming across to the replay, I just saw a Result X Pure Sim car just come into view. I'm like, oh my goodness!
Mental.
But yeah, no, it looks like no contact was made, but yeah, less than a second between Manuel and Pete Newman, but the result stayed as the race finished as it did.
Yeah, which is a miracle, really. It's.
I love the Garden Gnome, by the way, as one of the
class,
scenics. It's brilliant.
It's been there for years, you know.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. That was always a feature of it. It's like when you go to why's my brain betrayed me now? Barber. Yeah, and you get all the ants and the insects.
Strange, like it's oh my god. You wouldn't want to be on certain substances walking around there at night. That'd scare the hell out of you.
I like that place. There's spiders, there's ants, there's something else as well up on the top of the hill. It's a great one. Right, here we go, folks. I shall extend gridding. There we go. And start going through this grid for you, because it's a reverse 15. Carl Hardy sees himself on the pole position, with Jamie Wilson next to him on the front row. Thomas Dandridge will go off 3rd. 4th will be Deck Crowther. 5th will be Dennis Diggelar. Stuart Gibbons will go off 6th. 7th will be Thomas Asboth. Daniel Lewis off 8th. 9th will be Tony Walker. 10th will be Simon Trendle. Stephen Walker will go off 11th. 12th will be Jaden Scotton. 13th will be Rene Earhart with Manuel Saralegui in 14th. 15th will be Pete Newman. His punishment for winning winning the last race, I should say. 16th will be Stefan. Paul Hurley will go off 17th. 18th will be David Ayres. Ollie Payne will go off 19th. 20th will be Dietmar. Stefan Klauke off 21st. Mika Santa Helena will go off 22nd. Tees Van Gool will go off 23rd. 24th will be Chris Dixon. 25th will be Jura Larkinen. 26th will be Fraser Garrity. Jeff Saunders off 27th. 28th will be Andy Littler, if he races, I'm not sure. RDJ will go off 29th, and Fee won't race, we know that already. Right, let's get this all prepped and ready. Let's get the inset camera on so you can see Jamie's wonderful start. He's going to be on that front row.
No pressure.
Oh, that's a good camera view. The back of all the cars. We're going to stay here until the lights go on. No reason, obviously. Oh, right, it's gone. Apparently the cameras just move of their own accord. Right, where's Carl? Carl's the pole. So we're going to go Blimp. Blimp's a bit close, Jay.
It is.
No Andy Littler, no RDJ in this one, so we're running with a 27 car field, folks, by the look of things. I think I may have issued one of the biggest curses to Jeff Saunders on his safety rate. Here we go. When the lights go out, it's going to be the last of tonight's
Perfect view
races.
of Jamie's start. And
it's good.
Wow.
That is brilliant. What a great start.
Wow.
Not so much from Thomas Dandridge. Oh, that's a touch. And another one.
A touch too much. But they're still going on.
Is that AC/DC?
3 wide, just probably, actually, yeah.
Right. Everybody sorts themselves out there. Worst camera ever, Pete. Well done.
So there's some good close racing going on at the moment, and I'm not going to say it because I know as soon as I do, someone will end up crashing there. But there's a lot of people going side by side.
Really?
Stuart
Really?
Gibbons up to 6th place.
Oh,
And how is everybody
no
still
idea.
going on this one? Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, Stefan!
Stefan Glauca.
oh. Right, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Daniel Lewis is getting relegated a few positions all at once.
And on for a secondary attack. You got Saralegi and Newman getting their way through. Kyle Hardy right behind Jamie Wilson as well.
Yep. Everything's
And now
very
it's just
close
a
still,
case.
obviously.
Yeah, now a case of all the faster drivers making their way through that reverse grid, trying to do it as smoothly as possible. Saralegi backs out just in time there,
Where is
and that
Manuel? There he
allows
is.
Paul Hurley chance to go through. Oh, that was a tense start in places. Biggest
It really
winners out of
was.
that one so far, I'd say, is Pete Newman up 3 places at the moment. Oh wait, Fraser Geraghty is fighting back up really nicely actually, up 5 to 21st with Mika Santa Helena and Jeff Saunders both up 4 each as well. Biggest loss of positions goes to Daniel Lewis, down 7th to 15th, as well as Stefan Klauke obviously retiring out the race to pits, and Oliver Payne down 7.
I don't know where to point the
going
cameras.
too wide. Yeah, there's so much going on right now. Stuart
Oh,
Gibbons. I
someone's
think it's
off.
been. Oh, that's Stuart Gibbons.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Back on,
Losing
safe.
losing a ton of positions, but look right behind him. The rest of the Anfield, and what I predicted as just a nice, normal 20-minute race for Stuart Gibbons has now turned into a battle for the remaining 17.5 minutes, potentially.
Yeah, we've got a battle brewing here now. This is going to get messy.
Oh, too wide
This
into
is
the
going to
final
get
corner.
messy.
Jaden Scott in a fantastic position here, and I think he slightly pushed Stephen through that one, and everyone's fanning out. Choose your lanes, fighters.
Yeah, this is going
Time
to...
to go in, and Jaden breaking a little bit earlier to allow Stephen Walker an opportunity to not get punted off the circuit. But
Yeah.
Pete Newman's going to hold fast to the outside line there, and he's going to have
Oh!
it inside. But that's allowing Manuel Saralegi
Look at the
a
control.
chance to go to the inside of Jaden, and it's swapping back and forth. And Manuel with a little tap to Pete Newman.
Oh,
Just
no, no,
and
no,
we're
no,
going
no.
to go 3 wide. No,
Manuel.
don't do that.
Manuel did the most sensible thing ever.
Yep, backed out of that
Brilliant.
one, and in fact, because of that back out, he's now got more pace out of that corner to attack these two. But this is the fight we all want to be watching right now. 4 heavyweight battlers of pro with Rene. Oh no, make that focus. Rene's joined as well.
Everybody's
And now
joined.
Jaden and Manuel Saralegi with
Look
their
at it.
own personal like rivalry coming up all of a sudden this season. And some movement going on behind, and everyone giving each other enough space as well at the same time.
Yeah,
Rene
Renee.
along the side of Daniel
Has
Lewis.
he got that done? I don't think he has yet.
He has maybe 2 more corners, but Daniel has the advantage of the inside here. But Rene is going to dictate where Daniel can place his car on that exit, and Daniel lets him go. But this allows Stefan Goebel a chance to take advantage and get through as we go down the no-name straight into the might as well be the no-name uphill as well.
Yeah.
But wow, there's not any more than a second separating each driver between 4th and 23rd.
Yeah, and Carl Hardy has got his windscreen full now at the back of that Audi. Why is it what? Dietmar's gone off track. Where? Oh no!
Oh,
Three,
I don't know.
three.
It's a 3 wide into here, and I tell you
Oh,
what,
they're miles apart,
smart
mate.
driving from Dietmar there.
Yeah, stay
Just
out of
deciding
that.
to take the L for that one. A lot of braking going through
Yeah, has
there,
he
but
got
maybe
problems?
maybe carrying a lot of speed through. So just try and keep the car slow down, because as soon as you get a tire on the grass there, you're pretty much going down the fairway into the rough.
Yeah, it's a good way to word it, actually.
Right, now breathe into downhill.
Can't breathe. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a dogfight at the moment. Want to go up to sixth place at the moment as well,
Right,
because
go.
it looks like there could be a pass going in. And Tony Walker on the inside of Dennis, and Tony Walker gets it done. If we go a little bit further back, then there's potentially a few more dive bombs coming in. And look at this, the animals going 2 by 2. Not that I'm calling TCR drivers animals,
well, David Ayres around here somewhere, isn't he?
no, he's actually ahead of this group at the moment as these lot fight for scraps behind.
Thought Mika, was it Mika? Yeah, Mika. Oh, no, it wasn't Mika.
No, Mika in front, you got T's
Oh,
behind as well.
I thought he was going into a different postcode for a minute, but he was okay.
Come on, Pete, know your JC Academy paints. Tony Walker with Demis right behind. I feel we're going to get another chance of battling just here. Keep on watching the timing tower as well as what all you lot should be doing as well, because it is so neck and tail, and right in front of them for that 4th place, Derek Calvert, Tony Walker and Dennis Titchler all almost going side by side into that first couple of corners. And look how close and almost regimented everybody is right now.
Yeah, it's a long train of cars just there, isn't it? Look at that.
Absolutely. I'm impressed with how close Carl Hardy is to Jamie Wilson at front at the moment. He's actually catching and keeping within that 2/10. I feel if Jamie messes up any corner at all, Carl's going to be there to take advantage, as well as all these lot here. Like, one mistake could potentially change the race of several.
Yeah, but I think
wow.
Thomas Dandridge is catching Carl Hardy and Jamie at the very front.
Yeah, potentially. Oh, Carl, about to have a quick look inside, but you might want to go back a couple of places. Look at how close all these lot are right now. You have the likes of Pete Newman, Manuel Saraleghi, who, due to the reverse grid starting in 14th and 15th, they are only up to 10th and 11th, by the way.
And they've not got long, because there is another sprint race.
Yep. 12 minutes of adulterated safe action.
You sure it's adulterated?
Give it 2 more corners and the other will go in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was a terrifying amount of speed that Simon Trendle took on the exit of there. And although Simon feels that he should be overtaking Tamas right now, he has Stephen Walker literally a hair between himself and Dandridge has overtaken Jamie Wilson.
Yes,
Jamie
he has.
Wilson has lost 2 positions.
And I don't really know why. But
They're both going to go side by side.
Carl Hardy's got that done.
Yeah, meanwhile behind Stephen Walker with an overtaking opportunity on Simon Trendle, but they're still both side by side. But this is the battle for the podium positions as we quickly jump back to Trendle and Walker, both
I think
fighting it
Stephen's
out.
going to keep that, I feel. Because Simon Trendle's going to find grass only.
Oh, and now Pete Newman's going to be by the side. Oh, and Simon might have to. Oh no, Simon's still fighting along. He's keeping along the side. They're keeping it on the track, and Stephen Walker has managed to use this opportunity to get away as they carry on fighting 2 wide into each corner. Manuel Saraleghi licking his lips here. He just needs a quick exit out of
There
here.
he
Look
goes.
at that. He's got it. He has sprung the trap, and that's Simon Trendle losing 2 places, but Manuel Saraleghi with enough momentum to push himself to the moon. Going to keep tapping Pete on the inside just there. Not going to do
Carl
anything.
left. That's Simon Trendle left, or it was. These
James
are the
Scott
heavyweights.
as well looking for an opportunity, any excuse to stick a nose in, and we nearly had a repeat of Road America there.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And Chris Dixon, meanwhile, a meatball going off the circuit at some point as well. But oh, bit of a flash there for Manuel, just like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. But Carl Hardy now with a healthy 1.5 second lead over Thomas Dandridge, who adds Jamie Wilson within 0.4 behind, made that nearly within 0.3. But in front of this battle that we're watching right now is a similar cluster of cars, as I think that's Stephen Walker looking to make another.
Oh my!
Thomas with a very, very late move on the inside there. That, in my opinion, was a little bit too late just there.
Stephen
That's allowed
Walker's
Stephen the
inside
space
him.
to get in. Stephen's not going to let that space go. Tamas needs to try and find as much outside room as possible. He's going to have the inside here.
Stephen can't wait. He's
And-
got all these heavyweights right behind him
Yeah,
again.
and everyone's straight back behind again, and that was a very late defensive move from Tamas, admittedly. Luckily, all are still on the course, but now it presents Stephen Walker with a problem that he thought he perhaps got rid of. He goes extremely wide, and Pete Newman is right onto the back of Stephen Walker.
Manuel went a bit offline there as well.
Yeah, and look at this. Literally, you have to be pitch perfect here,
Tamas
or else
Aspov,
someone else.
good run.
Wow,
He's
fantastic
alongside.
run. And look behind.
Oh my word.
My.
Oh, this is getting silly. Why can I see a huge pile of wrecked cars at the outside of Big Ben in my head? Stuart Gibbons just overtaken Paul Hurley. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has.
Yep, still loads of fighting. Wow, look at this cluster of not just cars, but quick cars right now. This
Yeah.
is perfect for the pro-ams who are in front of this group right now.
Stefan's
if
got
the
to slow
pros are
down on the
fighting
back of the
tooth and
group.
nail like this,
Yeah. Black flag for Chris Dixon.
oh, and for the back, they're literally out of the exit of uphill.
Oh,
Push
no,
each other
Renee,
on,
Renee.
Renee's going to keep it onto the. He's going to keep it on. He's going to lose a couple of positions from that one, but
Still
the
going.
amount of momentum that everybody has in front of him right now, there's still going to be even more opportunities for passing.
I think
It's
they're all
like-
stacked up in front of him, you know, and it caught him off guard.
Yes, yeah, I completely agree with you, Pete. I think that's exactly the same thing as well. Tamas keeping everybody tucked in neatly behind, and Stephen is literally trying to push people into making a mistake in front. He's got Pete Newman waiting for the same thing, Manuel Saralegi, as well as Simon Chandler, Jaden Scott, and even. Oh my goodness, where do we even begin with
I
this
don't
right
know.
now as we go uphill? We go uphill, there's too many ups, too many rights, too many lefts.
Oh,
Lime Rock,
Pete Newman.
please rename your corners.
That looked like it was going to be really good for Pete Newman at one point
no,
there.
wait.
Squeezed.
Pete!
Squeezed.
Pete! And
Renee's gone
Manuel
bonkers
Saralegi.
now as well. He's through. I want to see what happened with
Saralegi.
Carl overtaking Jamie Wilson, so I'm going to it now, very quickly.
Okay, you're never going to get another chance, I think. So
into
going
West Bend.
into West Bend.
Got alongside him.
And-
And look at Thomas Dandridge. Ah, there's a touch.
Ooh, little bit of a touch.
And that's all it was?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Let's get back to the
Perfect.
fighting.
Yep, Carl had the opportunity, he took it really well. Now needs 2 seconds from Thomas Dandridge. Jamie Wilson dropping a little bit further behind, but the action is happening on the mid-pack. The fight for 5th place at the moment is
Ridiculous.
several cars deep, as well as right here now for 16th place, made that 17th, sorry.
David Ayres down the inside there over the top of the hill. That was really good.
Yep, all swapping positions,
ooh.
but I'll tell you what, 6th place, 7th place is getting hotly contested right now. I think we're going to see a late lunge here from Temis, and Tamas is, ooh! And this is causing Demis to go out wide, which means Stephen Walker is going to have a
He's gonna
fantastic
have that.
opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you don't have to give Stephen any more than half an invitation. He will RSVP, lick the stamp, and send it into that corner. Whether he's an invited guest or not, Stephen is here to party.
Yeah. He's pushing Thomas down no name.
Yeah, you're going to start seeing a lot of these pro cars now literally pushing some of these pro-ams into making a mistake, trying to make them miss out on braking points, trying to get them... Oh, and that's Tamas
one.
into the side, hitting the little bump in the road there.
Yeah.
And Stephen doesn't have a place to go past there, but he is still going to push him as far as he can. And Tamas, very surprisingly, managing to gain a few inches there, but...
Manuel.
Oh, Stephen sniffing on the inside.
Manuel was going through on... I don't know who it was now. Demis. I
Demis, I think it was, because I think Pete Newman is doing the same.
Oh, he's gone through
he
as well.
has. Yeah, Demis decided to let those two through, but he does still have Simon Trendle and Jaden Scott right behind. Jaden's getting flashes of Road America again, but I do hope he lets him. Yeah, thank goodness for that. It was already a PR incident on the first one. Luckily, I don't have to go through all that again. The lawyers definitely giving me my last warning for that one. But tell you what, Deck Crowther right now must be absolutely sweating, looking into his mirrors and seeing the gaggle of TCR behind him. He's doing a fantastic job, by the way,
Oh, there we
of
go.
keeping that 5th place, because everybody behind him is doing the work for him. Oh, Stephen Walker with a great inside just there, getting
That was
past Tamas.
perfect.
Slowing down enough to close that gap and stop Manuel from getting a move in here. No late dive here. Instead, everyone's just going to bide their time for a few seconds, aim for the sweetest, juiciest line through the left and right down the no-name straight on their way to uphill. And here Deck needs to have an absolutely perfect
Stephen's
move here,
gone
but
for
Stephen
it.
Walker has
Oh!
that inside and knocks into Deck on the side, but Deck keeps it on masterfully, nearly allowing Tamas a way of getting through.
I mean, that's bold,
Oh.
and it worked.
Just
Just is fine. Just is fine.
But Manuel Saralegi now with the inch perfect exit out of there. Look at it, he's already
No
by the
defending
side.
that. No defending
Yeah.
that. Too
At
good.
that point, you just let him through. Hope that Pete isn't right behind Manuel.
Oh, and Thomas
and
is
the touch on the
gone.
grass.
That's someone driving in their rearview mirror.
Yeah, Taos. Oh, nearly going into
Rene.
into the way of Rene there, but Rene's not going to be happy with that little rejoin there. But everyone's still going. Everyone's still safe.
It's a code blue situation potentially.
Oh no, just friendly driving, I reckon. As long as we don't get a an Alan Prost moment there. But this is the battle that we're all watching at the moment. Carl Hardy's still 3 whole seconds in front of Thomas Dandridge. Jamie Wilson is not getting anywhere near Tony Walker and Stephen Walker.
Rene's having that.
2 seconds between. Yeah, great move from Rene. But oh my goodness, here is just Deck has done so well to keep that many cars behind him for that long, but now is probably going to be when the floodgates are open. Look at one corner, 3 pros. It's like a dodgy video that you find on the internet. They just fit in that gap, and Deck couldn't do anything about it.
Just one after the other, isn't it? The doors open and they all just pile through.
Yep.
There's all sorts going on back here, by
better.
the way. Oh, who's that?
Oh, that's
Mika?
Santa Elena, off, of course.
He was battling with Teese not that long ago. Pete Van Gool is on the chat. I don't know why he's not racing. Can't remember what he said. In a really
busy person.
In a really boring race elsewhere, Carl Hardy is winning this.
2 minutes to go.
Yeah. Oh,
for an overall win for Carl Hardy. Thomas Dandridge in second and Jamie Wilson in third. There's still fighting going on here. And I tell you what, a reverse grid for a super sprint is probably one of the best ideas we've ever had.
Yeah, it is bonkers.
A fight tooth and nail as Jaden Scott now gets ahead of Deck Crowther as well.
Deck Crowther's been moved by Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis is going to have that outside line there, but Deck is going to keep a toe in.
And Stefan's
go
wanting a
straight
position
into uphill.
as well. Stefan's fast around this track. He just had a really unfortunate start to that second race.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, tell you what, Deck is going to really fancy his chances into this last corner.
And the sun comes out at Lime Rock Park. But maybe not for Deck, as Stefan's alongside him now fully. And Rene is bearing down on all of them.
Yeah, Rene is just going to take the line that Stefan's got there. Oh, no, maybe not.
No.
Rene not able to break in time there, but however...
Ooh, what's going on ahead?
I'll tell you what, yeah.
That's Demis.
Demis having a horrendous corner through there.
Are we on last lap, by the way? Are we on last lap?
We are not on last lap, but next lap will be the last one. It's weird saying that with 40 seconds left to go, that there will be one more lap.
So, lots going on still. That Crowther did so well for so long, but like you say, there's a breaking point there, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. You might want to go to 8th place at the moment because Simon Trundle and Jaden Scott are getting reasonably close as now we enter the last lap of the race and Jamie Wilson getting a bit close to second place as well.
Yeah, you can see it in your
a
inset
meatball for
camera.
Fraser Geraghty.
What? How's he got that?
Not a Scooby-Doo, but Rene Earhart and Stefan Goebel behind for 11th place, swapping positions, as well as Stephen Gibbons and Tamas Asboff.
Oh, this is
Ooh,
all over
and
the place here.
Gibbons going a little bit wide. Oh no, it's Tamas going a little bit wide there. My apologies.
Simon Trendle and Jaden scrapping. Where's race leader? He's coming around West Bend at the moment.
Still one more to go, and it is a rare but extremely impressive victory coming up for Carl Hardy, going through, and he wins the feature race at Linebrook Park. Fantastic job from Carl Hardy winning that, and the Pro-Ams. This does mean that Jamie Wilson's going to get that third place, and tell you what, who's going to get that eighth? Is it going to be Trendle? Is it going to be Scotland? It's going to be Trendle by
Trendle.
2/10. Jamie Wilson gets a win for pros, and Stuart Gibbons, despite the bit of a hairy lap or two, keeps his head up and strong and gets that 14th place, aka first place in AMS. Oh,
Well, that was
breathe.
absolutely crazy.
That was an insane final race there. Where you could watch anybody on that race just there, and there was action or something going on as Chris Dixon makes his way down 27th.
Yep. It was Fraser Garrity made it over the line with a meatball.
It's good skills that.
Isn't it?
Hopefully it wasn't anything too serious on that one.
As everybody piles into the pits to go and assess the damage before they have to jump back in the car again for the next race, which I'm going to go and check what it is before we get into the conversations. Schedule says it is, oh of course, it's the Adelaide Street Circuit, new to the iRacing service, Jay, so that one's going to be interesting as well. I've never driven it, I don't even own it yet.
It's so good.
Right,
It's
okay.
brilliant.
I mean, I've watched it in supercars, but it was a while ago. I don't really remember it, but we'll see. We'll see.
But it was F1 during the early 90s as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and
Chris is
another.
gonna. Yeah.
Oh, got some air on. Looks of it.
Yeah. Oh dear, good fun. Wouldn't like to be his force feedback rig right now, but there you go. Right.
He's currently on the street, face
Yeah.
down.
Right, let's have a look at how that ended up. Get the right one this time. There we go. So Carl Hardy, for Result Clothing, took the win, and very professionally so, I have to say. Thomas Dandridge finished in second for Verve Racing, just ahead of Jamie Wilson, who was the first Pro-Am over the line for Team Chimera. So the first two cars, sorry, Am class, Pro class. Oh my god! All right, I'm starting again. So Carl Hardy wins the race for Result Clothing and gets his Pro-Am podium as well, obviously. Thomas Dandridge second in class, second on track for Verve Racing, and then the first Pro car, Jamie Wilson for Team Chimera. Tony Walker still gets himself a podium in class, in fourth for BSTV, and then Pro. There we go. Good grief! Why am I finding this difficult? Podium for Stephen Walker in fifth for BSTV, and sixth and third in class for Manuel Saralegui for CLN Racing. Finally got it done. Pete Newman, seventh for Result Clothing. Simon Trendle, eighth for Team Chimera, only just over Jaden Scotton in ninth for JC Academy Gold. Dennis Dickgelar was 10th for Hydro Race Racing Forces with Stefan Goebel in 11th for VTS Esports. Renee getting a position just before the line to get 12th for Cutting Corny. Deck Crowther 13th for Blade Designs. His teammate Stuart Gibbons gets the AM class win again in 14th. Thomas Asboth 15th for Spin and Tone Motorsport. Jura Larkinum was 16th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Daniel Lewis 17th for Blade Designs, with David Ayres second in class, 18th on track for Safeguard by Result. 19th was Jeff Saunders for JC Academy Silver. Paul Hurley was 20th for Insignia Motorsport. Dietmar Hoos was 21st for Cutting Corny TCR team. Fraser Garrity gets the final step of the M Class podium in 22nd for Insignia Motorsport. Tees Van Gool 23rd for JC Academy Silver. Ollie Payne 24th for Safeguard by Result. Mika Santa Helena was 25th for JC Academy Silver, with Stefan Klauke in 26th. 27th was Chris Dixon for Workguard and his teammate Andy Littler. Did Andy Littler start? No, he didn't. So Andy Littler, RDJ, and Fee did not start that race. Well, these super sprints are a great addition, in my opinion, Jay. It's brought some absolutely sublime, if not ridiculous, racing, because it's a totally different behaviour set, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I don't think I could have put it better than the last thing you said there. Just totally different racing. Like, I don't know, where do we even begin? Like, you no longer have the crutch of maybe a pit stop to turn your fortunes, or a longer race for you to pace yourself. You're literally put under a spotlight. It's like you've just started theatre, but your first show's in 1 hour's time, and you've only been given the script 20 minutes ago. You
Yeah.
have to learn it and go out to a sold out like crowd. It's a lot of pressure on a lot of these people, and we've seen some fantastic pace from people who have kind of got their backs against the wall here, but at the same time we've seen some great clean racing in places as well. And I'm surprised by, although we've had some big incidents in, like, away from those big incidents, like, the racing has been really clean and competitive at the same time.
Yeah, really clean. A few odd decisions on lines from certain people throughout the race, from what I saw, but we'll see what happens with all those. Hopefully the discussions will go on. We'll start going through the interviews, because I think there's going to be a few. And the first person we're going to bring in is multiple race winner tonight and current reigning champion of the series, Pete Newman. Good evening.
Good evening, chaps.
So race 1 and 2, boring, right?
Yeah, I mean, real boring. I'd take that sort of boredom every week, though.
Yeah. Points hauling boredom, absolutely. Manuel kept you honest in the second race a bit more than the first. You had such a big lead in that first race, didn't you?
Yes. See, I think the incident with Carl gave me a second or so on that first lap of the first race. So I think Manuel maybe went wide at coming onto the straight as well. So there was a couple of mistakes from him, and probably had a second at least on the first lap. And I was just able to stretch my legs really, which is really nice, and it's really good considering the competition there. So yeah, really chuffed with that. Second race was sort of doing the same thing, and then I started to think too much about what I was doing, and I forgot how to do the penultimate and final corner for a couple of laps. And
Right, okay, yeah.
so he probably gained back half a second or a second or so, and then it was a bit of a squeaky bum time from there, but it's just refigured it out, and then it's like, well, just keep doing what you're doing, and I pretty much feel I had the pace tonight. So yeah, I was really happy with how it went.
Yeah, and then they started making you work in that third race. That looked hectic, frantic, lots of words that end in ick. All the way through, there was just
Epic.
no time. Epic, it was epic.
Yes.
Unbelievable, great recovery.
It was so much fun.
Right, okay, cool.
Yeah, we didn't make the progress like we would have possibly have liked, and at the other tracks you might get more of the opportunity to do that, but with it being such a tight track, obviously you get these pinch points, and with everybody so close together within like a tenth or two, it's just so difficult to get a pass. So you've really got to take every opportunity you can. Some of those are obviously risky moments, but that's what we live for, and thankfully tonight it all paid off, and we just had an epic race.
Yeah, and it was. That was a great show for everybody to watch, and particularly the third race. It was just insane. Long live the super sprint, eh? Do we go for more super sprints? Pete wants to say he hopes so right now.
Yeah, I think there's maybe one more.
Oh, Brands
Not too sure.
Brands Hatch is a super sprint.
Is that Brands Hatch Indy?
No, imagine that. that is the shortest lap on iRacing for a TCR. No, it's the Grand Prix circuit. So at least it gives you somewhere to stretch your legs, unlike this one, where it's just constant turns, really, isn't it? it's exhausting in its simplicity. This track, isn't it?
It's
Lime Rock
definitely
Valley.
that. It's so difficult to just keep doing the same sort of laps every time. Like we were all just sat in the chat just then, like I don't know, like all our hands are hurting. My right hand is killing me. Just clenching that steering wheel. Just you got to put these fine inputs in because obviously a little bit too much you're understeering, a little bit too much more uh, less you're understeering. Just such a fine balance and. I don't know, maybe could have turned my force feedback down a smidgen, but it's
Yeah.
it's definitely a workout.
Yeah, it's when it's trying to fight back, isn't it? But great
And
racing.
and mentally as well, as I say, like I just had a mental block on those last couple of corners, and it cost you so much because again, on this sort of track where it's every 10th matters, you can't really afford to make mistakes. So
No, I mean each lap's 52 seconds or 53 seconds. It's you're right. Every tenth you lose is a big percentage of your lap. And if the guy behind you isn't losing the same, then you're gonna get mullered, aren't you?
yeah, and it's kind of why in race 2 I don't normally tend to do it, but I thought like I'll weave down the straight or just try and get out of Manuel's try and get him out of my toe, just because if I've pulled away a tenth on that lap or half a tenth, I want to keep that. I don't want to give it back to him in the toe.
Yeah, no, good
I was
point.
just really trying to minimise that, which I kind of felt funny, but yeah, as I say, definitely worked out in the end.
Good. Different type of exhausting next week because it's Adelaide. You're gonna have to learn this one unless you've driven it a lot already.
Well, it's my pick, isn't it? So
Of
I'd say
course it
champion's
is.
choice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've done a couple of laps there, mainly in the Lotus 79 with Alan actually, which was great fun.
All right. Cool.
But yeah, I think obviously, it would have been nice to have got rid of Lime Rock, maybe kept Long Beach, but the choice was, well, it wasn't a choice. It was like, well, Adelaide's a new street circuit. We've done Long Beach before. It is a great track. I do hate the last corner, but Adelaide is, I feel, going to make for some great racing next week.
Yeah, Fraser Garrett is trying to start a bring back Long Beach thing on the YouTube chat. Fantastic performance, a champion's performance tonight. Some real sensible decisions mid crisis, as it were, from you and from a few others. It's great to see the maturity of the driving. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and start your practice for Adelaide?
Well, yeah, so it's a bit of a, I don't know, mixed couple of days for me. See, my cat died this day a year ago, so I've been pretty sad about that. And it's also would have been my mum's 77th birthday tomorrow. So just all my love to those and everybody else.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody usually knows that I've got a big connection with my cats, and it's not good when they leave you because, well, for me in particular, it's my housemate, if you know what I mean. So
he was definitely mine.
Yeah,
that's just me and him for 12 years.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. So I feel for you, I really do. With fond memories, hopefully, and it inspires you to do things like this, doesn't it? Because at some point that your cat would have been next to you while you were racing and things like that.
Standing on the keyboard and making
that.
me escape. I can't remember what he did one time, but he stood on the keyboard and made me do something like I went back to pits, or I can't remember what it was, but
no.
it was bad at the time, but funny after.
Yeah, I don't know that I could do what Tyler does because he races in VR with his cats around him, and I know what my cat would do. My cat like should be on my knee, like reversing up my chest, trying to stick a bum in my face because that's because she's a bit mad like that. But yeah, it's I feel for you, and channel that for getting to Adelaide and learning that track and stuff. So
yeah.
No,
Well, this
great
is it.
stuff.
If they can help me to this sort of result, then fingers crossed they can help me to at least do reasonably well for Adelaide, because I think I'm going to feel the pressure being my selection.
Yeah, you might come under some grief for that one, but never mind.
Yeah.
It's going to be great fun seeing it. Pete Newman, everybody.
Cheers, everyone. Bye bye.
There we go. I wasn't quite ready for kicking him out. I don't know why. Right. Let's go and we'll speak to the other race winner, shall we, Jay? Do you want to do this one with Carl Hardy? There was a lot going on for him, so let's drag him into the booth. I'll find him on the stream, and you can interview him.
Would I ever do something so terrible as that? I'll be as friendly as I'm always am. I mean, Carl, I'm a friendly guy, right?
Very friendly.
See, Pete, absolutely fine. Carl, welcome to the booth. First of all, massive congratulations on the feature race win. That it took a couple of laps to get going with that one, but the right move at the right time on the last corner just opened that one up for you. But we'll talk about that one in a second. You probably probably don't want to talk about this one as much, but race one. What happened?
Quality was good, wasn't it? Right. Second race. So I tapped the back end of the car. How do you say his name?
We've been saying Manuel Saraleghi, but
Yeah.
As we're
I
British,
just called him the man.
The man. You know what? We
So,
can do that.
Yeah, so I just tapped him, and then all of a sudden the rear end just stepped right out. Boom. And I knew instantly it was going to be carnage. So I said sorry about 50 million times, and yeah, carried on. Race 2.
Yeah. And then 20 minutes later, you get to do it all over again.
Yeah, so did you catch that save, though? I might have taken a few other people out, but I saved myself.
I don't know if that really counts as a save when you're having to use other people for
No.
wedges.
That is a save because
that's like using someone as a human shield, right?
And why wouldn't you if they're there at that time? No, I didn't actually know I hit anybody at that time because I was trying to get it in a straight line. I've only literally just been told, so yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, I did not know. No idea. I was just concentrating on trying to get it in a straight line again.
See, obviously the broadcast didn't hear anything that happened in the race, but as the race was going on, we were commentating. I could hear everything that was going on the in-game voice chat, and I was thinking halfway through the stuff you were saying, just like, why is he acting that confidently after hitting 2-3 people?
Yeah, I didn't actually know.
And I was just, wow.
Yeah, no idea.
Sure, okay, right, race 3.
That's got balls to celebrate.
Off we went. So obviously, race 3, I took it really easy to start with.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie had a fantastic start. Which
Well, I knew
Audi,
that was going to happen. I already announced that at the end of race 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew I was going to drop down to second, and I didn't want to hit him again, so I just took my time. Sensible, huh?
Well, like I said, it was the right pass at the right time, final
I
corner.
don't actually. Where did it? Is that where I done it? Was it?
I'm sure it was on downhill, the really imaginatively named downhill corner.
Yeah.
Thomas Downbridge afterwards, getting the overtake done as well, which brought you a little bit
That
of time and
sorted me out
distance as
proper,
well.
didn't it?
Yes, and from then on, it seemed like it was absolutely plain sailing. At that point, did you feel any pressure at all, or was it a case of
I knew I had
keep it
pace
going?
tonight.
Yeah.
Not being big-headed, because I never am. I've got a big tummy, but not a head. Yeah, I knew I had pace just through practice, and I knew I just had to head down and go.
Fantastic. And that's exactly what we saw on this end as well. Next week we get away from the super sprint format of the 3 races. We go back to normal with the Champion's Choice, which is Adelaide.
And
Have you
it's
had
a brilliant track.
I'm glad someone else agrees with me on that one. I've heard from a few already. It seems like could potentially take the likes of Long Beach and Belle Isle as one of the best street circuits on the service. It does look absolutely brilliant.
It's brilliant. Brilliant. I've done it in every car but the TCR. The Lotus 79 round Adelaide. Just do it. Oh my God.
I might have to later this week then.
Oh my God, that was yeah. Because on a Sunday night we just do a fun thing with a few of us, just go out and just do whatever. Yeah, and that was one of the nights, and it was brilliant fun, brilliant fun.
Fantastic. We hope to see you
I've got to try and learn it in the
dominating.
TCR.
How hard could it be?
Yeah, well, man of my talent,
Thank-
huh?
Absolutely.
There's
One
plenty
race
of pie
win of
stalls.
many. Exactly. Final question for tonight. Do you have any shout outs to anybody at all?
Shout outs, no. Sorries, loads. Sorry, everybody.
Carl,
There we go.
Everybody.
That's covered.
Carl the Killer Hardy.
Oh,
Yes, I am getting a name for myself. Right, so yeah, massive one to everybody really, because that was a tricky track, wasn't it? So, and obviously Pete Newman's helped me. I nearly swore loads recently, so thanks to him. Yeah, just the team, you guys, everybody watching. Thank you.
fantastic. Well, pleasure to have you in here, Carl. Once again, massive congratulations for the feature race win. It
Yeah,
was
cheers,
a
mate.
pleasure watching that fantastic
So
comeback.
do I get driver of the meeting then?
We'll probably have to talk about that another time. Carl, thank you so much. We'll hopefully see you again in here next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, your feature race winner for tonight, Carl Hardy.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Take care.
Oh, that was funny. Great interview. Right, who should we bring in next? Who won the second? Right, so it was Pete Newman, Manuel, and was it Renee that got third in the first two races or something like that?
Yep, Renee got a triple third.
Yeah, right.
Double third even.
Yeah, let's bring in Jamie. Jamie Wilson next, so that he can throw lots of swear words at in the direction of Carl Hardy. Welcome to the booth, Jamie Wilson.
That's already out of my system.
Is it really so quick? Oh, I was
Yeah.
reserving you at least like 5 or 6 minutes for swearing.
Well, yeah. I mean, you weren't far off.
So first race was the first race the bad race? No.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So yeah, you ended up with no front end on your car pretty early on, and quite a round, probably Frey Bentos shaped voodoo doll, probably stabbing it repeatedly. Talk us through what you experienced, because we watched it a few times and we were like, whoa.
I just saw Carl sideways and then an inability to predict where he was going to end up. I didn't know what the actual original cause was or anything. It's just frustrating that there's been a few incidents like this, and I'm the one that gets the meatball.
Yeah.
So, I know Carl's got a lot of meatballs to hand out, but I seem to get a disproportionate share.
Yeah.
Which is I'm angry at the ether, not him as such. But it's just one of those sod's law things, isn't it? I mean, if you remember Jerez last season, similar kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, frustrating. And then in race 2, I clawed my way up with Carl. He was more efficient at getting past Chris Dixon than I was, which kind of put me off the back of him a little bit.
Yeah.
And we were in a position where he was 15th and I was 16th, and I was absolutely determined to reverse that, because the ideal scenario after race 1's shenanigans was me being on pole and him being 16th. I was really pushing for that outcome.
That would have been hilarious.
And then he tripped over Paul Hurley, and
he still tried to take you out as best he could.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know he's got his own gravity, but it's
Wow.
Yes. And then in race, to be fair, Carl had really good pace. So race 3, he was always going to get past me. I was always going to get past him at the start rather.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you left him for dead, to be fair.
Yeah. As is the standard Audi start experience, but he was always going to get past me. I just didn't have the pace because my car at least was set up quite aggressively on the tyres and things, so it was just a bit naff after about sort of 10 laps.
Okay.
And I just made the slightest mistake at the right-hander going up the hill. The surprise was Thomas Dandridge.
Yeah, he was like right up a drain pipe, wasn't he, coming around the last
Yeah,
bend?
definitely. He was not in the slightest bit phased by me being there. So right alongside him, sort of squeezing him into the apex in turn 1. So fair play to him.
Yeah.
And his pace was really good as well. Can't fault it. So yeah, I just kind of settled for third there, really.
Right. Okay. It's been a brilliant night from a viewer's perspective. Had your inset camera on a lot because it was showing us some, lots and lots of Carl Hardy's car going across the front of yours.
Yeah, lots of black flag with an orange disc in it. I'm sure.
Well, yeah. Encased in a lovely short cross pastry. But yeah, it's been one of those race weeks of the brilliant and the not so brilliant, if you know what I mean. But nothing of your making, it feels. But yeah, apart from the good bit. We go to Adelaide next. Have you done lots of laps? You're the sort of person to have hoovered up a few laps at new tracks.
Not so much in TCR. I did in the
Right.
V8s because that's an obvious combo to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a bit in the new Porsche Super Cup car as well, Carrera Cup car. So not really anything in the TCRs, but that should be interesting. It's very bumpy there.
Oh, right.
It's not just, it's like Belle Isle, or as Chaden called it in the other channel a minute ago, Belly Isle. To which I said, that's what Carl sees in the bath.
Classic.
I need to mute myself again.
But Belle Isle is quite bumpy. Long Beach, but not like to the same extent.
Yeah.
Long Beach is not especially bumpy. Adelaide really is very bumpy indeed.
Right.
So it'd be interesting to see how the different cars kind of handle not just like the curbs, but also just the bumps, because it'll affect ABS in braking zones and that kind of thing quite a bit. I remember years ago when this was a GT4 league as well, we did it a season in McLaren, and it was bloody awful at Sebring because of the bumps. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. It's a good pick by Pete Newman. I wish he had replaced this one with it rather than Long Beach, personally. Lime Rock, not a fan. It's like the anti-Jerez, I think, amongst the community.
But I still like this track. I still think it's given us real entertainment, even if it's not a driver's favourite. It's very much a viewer's favourite because it's got some places where the track's got many lines through a lot of these corners. One particularly optimal one, but others around it are not that much worse. So you get lots and lots of 3 wides and 2 wides and like 5 lines going into turn 1 and a car on every one of them on some laps. Honestly, just brilliant to watch. I'm sure you'll enjoy the entertainment of watching it back.
I certainly will. I always enjoy watching it back anyway. But I'm sure there's loads of stuff going on that I just happen to not see.
Yes.
But I think it's a bit like the Hungaroring in F1, where it had a bit of a reputation for being a bit, but actually sometimes it throws a really good race up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I suppose it's similar to that here. I just wasn't in a particularly interesting one myself this time, sadly. But I will.
No. Well, hopefully better fortunes next time. And anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and start your practice for Adelaide?
Yeah, well, again, shout out to Thomas Dandridge. I think he drove really well in that third race. And shout out to Jeff Saunders as well, who drove really well in the second race, I thought, because he was catching me and Carl up in the middle of all that on pace.
Yeah, he
and
was
then
fast,
sadly got the the Jaden Daytona experience of just getting completely taken out, nothing to do with him, which is very sad because he deserved a better result than that, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Carl Hardy was nowhere near him. So, but yeah, it was. You're right. Good call. Good shout outs, and hopefully better fortunes when you get to the Adelaide Street Circuit next week. It's been great watching you racing yet again tonight, and thanks for all your technical support for BSTV, because without it, it would be a much more dull and less informative affair. So thank you very much, Jamie Wilson, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Not very good at ejecting these people tonight. I really should get some practice in. Right, Stuart. Let's bring in Stuart Gibbons. Do you want to interview Stuart? I've never interviewed him. I don't think.
I did it last time I think
Did you?
actually. So
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you a first. I'll give you the first time experience. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Right. Okay. Welcome to the booth. Hopefully, Stuart Gibbons, if we've pressed all the buttons in the right order.
You've pressed all the buttons in the right order. Well done.
Excellent stuff, and fantastic performance for AM class wins tonight. They've been thoroughly arriving thick and fast for you, haven't they?
To be honest, I didn't know till we'd finished all three.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, you started
And
celebrations late, but you know.
the rest of the team were like, you won all three in your class. And I'm like, did I?
Yeah, by quite a long way in the third one, time-wise at least. David Ayres was what, 20 odd seconds back or something daft like that. So yeah, it's been a very successful night. You managed to be in and around all of the action bits. I'm amazed that your car didn't get maimed, because lots of the other cars did.
I ended up in a couple of incidents, didn't I?
You did, but you managed to get through them reasonably okay.
Because I think I had one with Ronald where I whacked him up the bum in the on the first lap. I think I just misjudged that he was going to be braking where he was, not taking into account the cars in front of him, of course.
Right. Yeah.
And then I had an incident with begins with a D, I think.
Probably Deck Crowther, I'm going to guess.
No, it wasn't him. No, he spun off.
Dietmar.
Dietmar.
Right.
As we came out of turn 2, and I think he thought he had more room because he clunked into me from the right-hand side, and then didn't quite leave me enough room as we were going into the next corner. So he ended up spinning, which was really, really unfortunate. But yeah, I didn't seem to get any damage from either of those incidents and managed to keep going. So yeah, luck was on my side tonight.
It's funny how that happens, Jay, isn't it? Because sometimes, like, you get through a hit and there's no perceived damage to the car at all, and sometimes it's a stiff breeze off the car next to you and all the panels fall off your car plus 2 wheels. It's a bit strange.
So sometimes iRacing can be a little bit more unforgiving in certain situations. Sometimes it really doesn't make sense, but if it goes your way, then you're kind of taking everything that you can get from it sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you've got to take those opportunities, and I think you did that tonight in Spadefuls. I think it's going to do your championship no end of good. David Ayres is keeping you honest, though, in terms of stand-ins positions. I'm not sure you're going to take the lead from him, even if you have won all 3 tonight. I don't know. I'm not good at maths. I'm not good at English. I'm new here. But yeah, it's been an exciting race for you. Any standout moments for you, like overtakes or just how did I get through that gap? Those sort of things generally stand out at Lime Rock because it's an intense lap, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what I was saying with the guys earlier. The thing is, there's no let up, because even if you make a mistake, there's somebody right behind you.
Yeah.
But I think every time I got behind Thomas, I just couldn't get by him until the third race. And we were going into turn 1, and he literally, I mean, he left me the room, but it literally was a car's width, and I was doing my best just not to hit him and keep the car. But that was one I remember. And of course, obviously the 2 incidents I had, and then in the third race, of course, at the beginning of the race, I dropped it going round turn 1 into turn 2. I kind of just misjudged what I was doing and went off track. So all of a sudden I was down from, I think, P6 all the way down to P18.
Yeah, well, incidents like that, you just get freight trained right to the back, don't you? Everybody's so close together.
But I mean, I still managed to make up a couple of places, so it wasn't so bad.
No, and it was a very safe rejoin. I remember us, switching across to see where you were and where you'd gone, and you filed back in nice and clean. So that's sometimes you know, when you consider you still made your way back up to a reasonable point scoring position and won your class for 3 races. So
You can't complain at that,
no,
can
you
you?
can't. I'm trying to find a way to like phrase it, and it's you know, it's very impressive stuff. Have you raced Adelaide yet?
No, I don't even own it.
You don't even own it, right? Okay. Well, hopefully you will by the time you get to next week, because that's where we are this time next week. Unless you're going
crikey.
to take that as one of your drop rounds. It's a champion's choice, so it's not following the official schedule for next week. For the only week of this 12-week season that we don't follow the officials. So that one's going to be a new experience for you. Totally different type of track. You're going to have to... Whereas this one it's kind of a PvPvE, player versus environment, because you've got so many corners to fight with, and when you're not fighting the corners, you're fighting the people. It's more fighting the environment.
PVW, player versus wall.
Walls, yeah. Yeah, you've got
Right, okay.
You've got concrete to avoid, and lots of it. So you might want to practice that if you're going to buy it and kind of do well next week.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Anybody?
Well, like I said,
Sorry.
like I said last week, all I can do is turn up and do what I can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a good attitude to have as well. So.
Well, Team Blade Designs E-by-Gum Sports, as we have been renamed.
I know you have, yeah. I was like, what is that? It even says E-by-Gum down the side of all your cars. So.
And you chaps for doing a great job in the booth.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll take that.
You're welcome.
And we look forward to seeing you this time next week. Stuart Gibbons, everybody.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
He's a nice chap. Right, let's go and have a word with multiple previous champion, Stephen Walker. Good evening.
Oh, hello.
Hola. Right, so I can't remember. Are you a fan of Lime Rock Park?
I may have mentioned once, 3 times, 4 times a lady that this is quite possibly the worst track ever committed. Apart from Watkins Glen is the only track that's worse than this.
Oh dear. Is that just through boredom, or do you just not like the track because of the way it is laid out, etc.? Because you're fast around here, aren't you?
No, I think it's a mixture of both. To be honest, it can be boring. Like the first race was one of the most boring races I've ever had.
Right.
Because I could not extract the pace out of the car the same as the other guys could. I made some changes for race 2, and I was quicker. That and probably doing more laps and figuring out a few of the corners. And I was trying to distract Jaden into doing anything other than drive, but that didn't work. And then race 3 was one of the best races I've ever had around this track. It was absolutely insane. I couldn't. At one point, I think towards the end of the race, my brother was 4th.
Yeah.
Right. And he goes, "Oh, this is stressful. Like, are you kidding me? I'm trying to keep out Pete and Manuel and try and overtake people and not kill people." I was like, that's stress. When I managed to get some space for the last 3 laps, I was just I couldn't concentrate because it was the only time I'd not had a car in front of me, and I was just absolutely done for.
So there was one particular move. I think it was against Tamas, either that or Deck Crowther at the time. And you were not waiting. You were just like, okay, I'm not going to overtake you on this turn, but I'm definitely taking you over the top of the hill and into West Bend. And you were just like, I'm having it, elbows out.
Well, I wasn't. To be honest with you, I was just taking my normal line.
Yeah, it was good.
I just got past Tamas, I think.
Yeah.
And I turned in for the corner, and he just missed his turning and gone wide. So I went up the hill and I let off because obviously I didn't want to just drive across. But obviously, as you go up and you go over the brow of the hill, all the cars just veer to the left ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And I let off enough because I knew that was going to happen because I tried that with Pete a few times. And it didn't say. I don't think it said there was contact. So if there was, I do
No, I don't think there
apologise.
was, no. But I remember
It
that
didn't
bit.
look. I looked on the replay and it didn't look like it.
Nah.
But yeah, no, genuinely, I just turned in for my line, and then this gap appeared, and I was carrying so much more speed. I let off loads. Like it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, no, I was quite happy that I made it through, and then just have a rest. But yeah, I was really struggling at the start of the night, massively.
Right, okay. Well, I'm glad the third race recovered it. I remember thinking when you were doing those overtakes that you've just been talking through, I remember thinking but not saying, because it would be inappropriate on a broadcast to say, it looks like he thinks there's some sort of Panzer division that's chasing him around the track at the minute. Gotta get away.
Well, quite frankly, it felt like it. There was one point in race 3 where I had Pete. Me and Pete. Well, Pete was going around me outside. I was on the inside, and then I was looking in my mirror, and Manuel was trying to. We were 3 wide in a track where I don't want to be 3 wide, and I'm like, how are we 3 wide? And I couldn't go left, and I couldn't go right. I saw lights flashing, and I was like, I have nowhere to go. Like, what is going on? So, I did feel like I was being chased down because they were carrying more speed out of the last corner, and I didn't figure it out until again right towards the end, which was less than ideal. So I just had to block. I said to my brother, I was like, it's a relatively not easy, but an easier track to defend because you can just stick to your line, and it's a struggle to get by no matter who you're racing, really, unless there's like a massive pace difference, which there isn't. You could see by qualifying, it's like half a second between the top 30. I don't know. I can't remember what it was now, but like, do you know what I mean? It's a small track, and when it's a small track, there's not a lot of gaps. It's not a wide track. It's a flowing track. There's not many heavy braking zones, so you just kind of have to try and make the car in front make a mistake, which is what I was trying to do to Jaden. But yeah, he held out in that second race.
Yeah, he did well. Adelaide is the next.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Inject
Oh, he
it into
likes
my
this one.
veins.
Oh, right. Okay, go on. What?
Anything with walls a millimetre away, I'm there. I would have taken Long Beach, but Adelaide is. I drove it a fair bit in week 13, and I absolutely adore it. I think it's one of the best tracks they've added in the last few years. It's absolutely incredible. Sod's law, I will whack it in a wall and come last at the whatever
Making
raters
notes
do
already.
Write that down now.
Already done it.
Yeah, made
Yeah.
it.
So, but I don't know obviously how I'll compare to everyone else, but as a track, I haven't driven it in a TCR yet. To be fair, I've done it in the GT3s and the Porsche Cup car. And yeah, honestly, guys, it's almost perfect as a track.
Very good, very good. Well, you've heard it, folks. You need to tune in this time next week to see Stephen drive it straight into a wall on lap 1.
Into the tyre barrier at lap 1, corner 1.
Yeah, we'll put a camera right on there for you. Oh dear, it's been brilliant watching you race, especially that third race, like you say. First 2 races were a bit follow my leader, but that third one redeemed it for you and for everybody else around as well, with a couple of minor exceptions. But yes, it's been a fantastic race week. Anybody you want to shout out to? Your brother did really well in that third race. Really strong performance.
Obviously you guys for putting on the show as always and turning up every week and thankfully giving us commentary so we can laugh at it and understand it. Everyone for the racing, like you say, my brother had a really good race. I think he did 8th, 7th and 4th, and I did 5th and 5th.
Right.
So it's a consistent night in terms of championship points for the team. So shout out to him. Epic drive. He again also got better throughout the race, and he made some good overtakes as well. And just everyone else, like it seemed to be fairly. We've already mentioned it's a very tight, twisty, awful, god awful track. But I didn't really hear about too many incidents that weren't racing incidents really, and so good fun, lots and lots of fun. That third race, that's about it.
Cool. In that case, we'll look forward to seeing you enjoying yourself crashing into the barriers at Turn 1 Adelaide this time next week. Stephen, Lucky Wookie Walk.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cool. Right. Next up, we shall have a word with Paul Hurley. Good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen.
So, there was so much going on, and some of it was involving you getting either overtaken or getting overtaken. How did you find Lime Rock Park? It's a brawl, isn't it? It's like a fight with your steering wheel.
Yeah, I mean it's quite intense because the amount of laps you're doing because it's so short.
Mm.
And yeah, first race went well. Second race there was some carnage,
Yeah.
I'll call it. Yeah, I think it was a bit of netcode really. Yeah, I just seem to get worse each race. I think I finished 12th in the first one, 17th in the second one, and God knows where in the last one.
20th.
Yeah. Ah, it was fun. Had some good battles in there.
Yeah, was it you that Carl Hardy tapped and turned?
Destroyed. No,
Destroyed.
yeah, he didn't destroy me. I just stepped out, but he nicked me reverse grid pole, didn't he? And then went on to win.
Yeah. Pesky.
I'm only messing around.
Carl.
It was. I've looked it back. It was actually netcode.
I was going to keep going with the Carl the Killer Hardy
But
thing.
what happened? Well, what happened after that with Jamie and Jeff? You can blame him for that.
Yeah.
He was like fishtailing all over the truck. And I think you did unsafe rejoin about 3 times.
In one
In the
instant.
space of about 2 seconds. Yeah.
Classic. Have you got any standout moments from this race in terms of other than Carl Hardy tapping your bottom?
Just my friend Mr. Gibbo.
Oh yeah.
Basically, yeah, all over me like a bad suit for the first 2 races. Yeah, he drove really well.
He did. He did a fantastic job this evening. To be fair,
He did. Yeah.
Real strong performances, and you've got yourself a decent points haul, even if the third race was a 20th. It's it's still.
I don't know if the tyres went off. I think I went off.
We've heard others say that that the car's got 10 laps worth of decent tyres, and it's sketchy at best. So I wouldn't hold that too much against yourself.
I think if you're fighting around, especially around the Essies, you are obviously putting more on the tyres, especially if you're taking a line which isn't the line you want to take.
Yeah.
So no, it was. I mean, it's not. Everyone's on the same bit of tarmac, aren't they? And I know a lot of people didn't like the track, but you've got to race what's in front of you. So
Yeah, there's some people who now like it a little bit more, I think, and there's some that really just will always detest it. We've got Adelaide next week, which is new to the service, and Champion's Choice. Therefore, we're not following the officials. How'd you go there? Or have you not even bought it?
I need to buy it, and I'll tell you next week.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'll look forward to that one.
I love Pete, but why didn't he replace Lime Rock instead of Long Beach?
Everybody
Was that not his
said
choice?
the same thing.
Everybody said that. Yeah.
It's crazy. We've had a great night. My voice is going because there's been so much going on that I can't keep up.
Oh yeah, I know race 1. I was very fortunate in race 1 to just drive through a load of carnage, but
Right. Okay.
I think that was cool. I think that was caused by Carl as well.
Probably yes. He's not called the Killer for no reason. And SRL, where are you up to with SRL?
Right. So last week was the first official two races or first round of the season, and that was at Jerez Moto. Went really well. There was 40, I think it was 40 drivers, almost 40 drivers on track, but there was the Raw going on as well, wasn't there? So I think that stole a few away from us. So it's not a track that's comes up on officials a lot, is it, Jerez Moto?
No, true.
So, and this week, well, another one that's not using officials a lot is Motegi GP.
Okay. Well,
So,
is it still 8 o'clock start on a Friday?
The practice starts at 8:30.
Yeah.
And then qualifying is about an hour after, and then there is 2 races, 25 minutes and 20 minutes, and then 25 minutes after that. So in a 15-minute quali. Yeah, no, it's good. The racing was close. It was really good. So hoping for more of the same.
Excellent stuff.
Much like in here.
Yeah. So if you're free on a Friday, folks, SRL might be the league for you. We've been running alongside each other for quite a lot of years now, haven't we? So,
yeah.
We feed each other drivers, etc. So it's all good stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely a crossover with the drivers.
Oh yeah, but you know, they obviously enjoy racing against one another, otherwise they wouldn't do it. In that case, any shout outs you want to make before we let you go?
Just to my teammate Fraser, he didn't enjoy it much tonight. I think he got a he ran a set, didn't have enough fuel in the first race.
Yeah, we did see him coasting.
Yeah.
Jay thought he had a hybrid car at one point, but
Prius or something. Yeah, and well done to Mr. Gibbons.
Mm.
And yeah, three wins in 3 races in class. So
Right.
you can't ask for more than that. And yeah, thanks, Carl. No, I'm only joking.
Oh, dear. He's not really,
I'm only
folks.
messing around.
Cool. In that case, we'll see you this time next week in BSTV.
Yeah, thanks for the broadcast, gents. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Cheers, Paul.
Bye.
And last but by no means least, good evening to Chris Dixon.
Good evening.
Good evening. A bit of struggle street throughout tonight. I don't know whether you had technical issues at the very, very start when you joined, because it took you a while to get a lap on the board in qualifying.
I was on the phone.
There you go. I knew there was something going on. Because I was like, why is he still in the pits? Why has he not put a lap on the board? Why is he now like desperately pegging it around the track to try and get a lap on the board? Right, okay, fair enough. Real
I
life
had about
kicks
3 or
in.
4 phone calls, so it's a bit of a mad dash. I was like, right, I'm going. I've got 5 minutes to get a lap. Bye.
Yeah.
Put the phone down.
Yeah, much more important thing. Bye. No, it's you were going up the field at a real rate of knots at one point, and then made your way back down again. I can't remember which race that was now. It might have been race 2.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I think there was a bit of an incident one there, and there was a couple of the quick lads at the back.
Yes. Yeah.
And once they'd made the way through, I sort of got. They had a chain of cars behind them, and as soon as they made a pass, I was just defending for most of the night. But as soon as they made a pass, you sort of fighting then to keep your line, and it just slowed you down, and I end up losing 2 or 3 positions, and then fighting back again, and then but it was good racing. Enjoyed it, and apart from the last race where I missed my braking point.
Is that what happened? Right. Okay.
Yeah, well, I come out the last corner slow, and I knew they got me, so Ollie went up the inside, then T's followed him, and for some reason they slowed down, so I ended up on the inside going into turn 1, but couldn't see my braking point, and I knew I'd missed it, so I just threw it to the right across, cut the corner, and I didn't want to wipe them out. But what was strange is I only got a 1x for it.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, I got a meatball, but I only got 1x.
This goes with what I was saying a bit earlier. Sometimes you strike it lucky and get no damage. Sometimes, a bird flies past, drops a feather on your bonnet, and you get meatballed.
Yeah, and you're meatballed, yeah. But yeah, it was good race, and I enjoyed it tonight. And had some good races with quite a few different people. But like I say, we ended up defending because the quick lads, they ended up behind us, and as soon as they got on you, they defend for like 5 or 6 laps, then you slowed right down.
Yeah.
And lose the people you were racing with, and then they'll eventually throw it up the inside, and you let them go, and then 3 or 4 pass you, so because you're offline. But yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed the racing as usual. It was a shame to lose Andy, and I read his message. He did say where he was going, but on his message he said he was taking his frog to the vet 25 miles away. So, well, hopefully the dog is okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, because when I read it,
week.
it came up and it said fog, and I was like, well, he's either got a pet frog or dog. So I'm going to go with dog, because pet frog's just a little bit extreme. But no, I hope the dog is okay.
Dog's fine,
or
yeah.
Frog or the frog.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Fee. She was there at the beginning, and then
VR issues again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. So we hope that she can sort that out and get back racing again. Adelaide this time next week. Have you even bought the track yet?
Yes, I've
You
just
have?
done a lap.
Wow.
I bought it, put it on, and it was soaking wet.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I've done a track. I've done 1 lap in the wet, and it looks a good, tight track. I think turn one will be a bit of a nightmare.
So I heard, Jay, that Chris wants rain at Adelaide.
Yeah, I do. I wanted rain this weekend.
Oh.
Or this week. But yeah, didn't get it, unfortunately.
Okay,
But I
well,
didn't. I've had no practice this week. There's a lot going on with the kids and family and stuff. So
yeah, that stuff
didn't
happens. Yeah.
didn't get on notice. So I was bang on 6:30. I think I was first into the session. I had a few laps practice and was quite surprised actually because I was expecting to be in the 55s, late 54s, and I got into 53s. So
Yeah. No,
I
it's
was quite happy with that.
good times. Good times. 53.87. So yeah, you've pulled the times in good. Your first lap out, I think, was a 58. So you've taken 5 seconds off your time in
Yeah.
however long. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was
Any other
pleased with
shout
that.
outs you want to make?
Yeah, just the usual for yourselves for putting the show on. Everybody for coming and watching us, and all the drivers for turning up, and team results for obviously sharing the setup because that did make a massive difference. I think I was doing about mid 54s till they shared the setup, so it knocked over a second off the time. So yeah, that was good.
No, very
Yeah.
good. No, excellent stuff. We'll look forward to you in the rain at Adelaide, overtaking Stephen Walker, who's already said he's going to crash into the tyre wall at turn 1 this time next week. Hopefully with both of your teammates racing with you. Chris Dixon, everybody.
Yeah, hopefully they're all back, and cheers everyone. Good night.
Right, end of the interviews, Jay. And we've got a bit of a decision on our hands in terms of driver of the meeting. There's quite a lot of people featuring in my head. Obviously, Carl Hardy would have been up there for getting that race win, because Pro-Am race wins, they're not easy to come by. But when you've murdered half the field, I've just seen your GIF that you put on, and that is the funniest GIF ever. for this scenario, I'm not going to describe it to people because it takes too long. But that I saw it as Chris joined the booth, and I was just like, "Oh, how am I not going to laugh all the way through this? It would be so inappropriate." But great GIF, well done. I applaud the GIF. So yeah, Jamie Wilson, strong in the 2 races he wasn't crashed into, and that dodge he did on Carl Hardy over the grass was just phenomenal. And he got good pace out of that Audi tonight, I felt. Manuel Saralegui, he put pressure on at Pete Newman, and Pete Newman did well. And strong performances in the first 2 races. Stuart Gibbons, 3 AM class victories. Can you look beyond that? And I'm thinking I can, because that Thomas Dandridge was so fast round here in that Veloster. He did that. He almost had that overtaken at turn 1, like pre-scripted each lap. And to get a second place is a brilliant performance. I like what he did tonight, so my vote is going to go to Thomas Dandridge.
Fantastic. Yeah, he was on my list as well for potential candidates for it. Obviously, new to the league this season, has took to it like what's the thing to do with water in a duck's back? That's something to do with water and ducks' backs. But
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go down to a walker, and I'll be honest, to choose between the walkers, it was quite a hard one because I love the aesthetics of Stephen Walker finishing 5th in all 3 races. Like a 555 just looks absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to go with Tony Walker on this one for just getting a fantastic, consistent run of races through the night, getting better as each race was going by, and to keep yourself out of trouble whilst the big boys were battling behind, and to still give yourself over a second and a bit spare over your extremely quick brother. It was a tough one though. I nearly went Carl, and then I remembered he literally bowled through everybody. Then there was so many great individual drives tonight. I mean, we also had Stefan Goebel as well with a fantastic race 1. Rene had a really good first 2 races before it went a bit pear-shaped in in the third one. But yes, I'm going to go with Tony Walker in this one. Though for anyone listening, it could have been anybody tonight. It was 3 fantastic races, full of action, with some real standout performances from several people on that grid.
Well, great vote and very well said. We've got just 1 week before we go to Adelaide. Brand new track to the service. Brand new track to probably a lot of the drivers. Not all of them would have even bought it yet. Hopefully many will do, because it'll be a spectacular pair of races. Back to a sprint feature round or series of rounds for next week. And after next week, drivers can switch cars without penalty. So we'll have to see who's going to abandon what and jump into another car type. We generally get a few people doing it. It's the only time in the season you can do it without penalty. So tonight's been dramatic, and I think that the race format has utterly suited Lime Rock Park. 3 short races for a short track. It's been a phenomenal experience being in the booth with you, Jay, and your insights and some of your funny comments. So quick-witted, it's terrifying. Yeah,
too quick sometimes.
well, I mean, things like that GIF, that is just so funny. But yeah, it's been a pleasure being in the booth tonight. It really has. And that third race was just... I'm exhausted, my voice is going, so that just shows how dramatic all of that was. So we'll bring this broadcast to a close, folks. And we'll look forward to Adelaide next week. There's a lot going on out there, so keep yourselves all safe and avoid all the bad news and stick to all the good news. And stay fit and healthy. I'll hand you over to Jay for his goodbyes, and I'll see you all next week.
Thank you very much, Pete. And as I say every single week, and many of us in here do as well, thank you so much for all the work that you put into Backfire Simsport TV, one of the premier TCR leagues out there for iRacing. And whilst many people are going to be thinking about their Daytona 24s this week, and which, by the way, anybody within this community who is doing that, please let us know how you get on into next week's broadcast in the chat or in the Discord as well. I will be setting my eyes, along with Pete, to Adelaide next week. First time in quite a long while. I think that a Champion's Choice has included a new track for the iRacing season. It's up there with Long Beach and Belle Isle, and it's going to be absolutely unmissable action. But until then, thumbs up the broadcast, join the Discord, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see you here again next week. But until then, take care of yourselves, but most importantly, please make sure you take care of each other. Good night, everybody.